Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Okay, today's reading is going to be a future spouse pick a card reading and we're going to look at what kind of couple you're going to be, and I'm going to talk about this from a perspective of like outsiders. So when people look at you, what kind of like thoughts do they have of you as a couple? Or kind of like what kind of chemistry you will have, or what kind of chemistry people will perceive that you have as a couple, okay? Or kind of like what you will be known for as a couple is what we're going to look at. So I'm going to dive into what kind of couple you will be, okay? Like the chemistry between the two of you, but also from an outside perspective. So I might change perspectives from like the way people see you as a couple, as well as what kind of couple you're really going to be, okay, despite of how people view you, if that makes sense, okay? This reading is going to have an extended, and in the extended we're going to look at what kind of sexy couple you will be, if you know what I mean, okay? So we're going to look at kind of like your chemistry, the energy between the two of you, like the sexy energy between the two of you that maybe other people do perceive, okay, when they look at you like as a couple, you know? But also for you to know what kind of couple you will be with your future spouse and what kind of sexy energy is going to be between the two of you, or sexy chemistry is gonna be between the two of you, or kind of like, yeah, I don't know, you know, how you guys deal with each other, but again also how other people perceive you as a couple, okay? When you deal with each other in a sexy way, if that makes sense, okay? So yeah, there's going to be an extended, the link is going to be down in the description box, just so that you guys know. Also, if you're new here, my name is Cynthia, okay, and I'm your weird psychic girl from next door that is kind of like reminding you of how freaking magical the universe is, and that you're always guided, and that the universe is always speaking to you. That's why I'm here, to give you a little hint, okay? Without further ado, I would say in the next clip you can choose between 3 images, and if you feel indecisive you can go on Google, find a number generator and ask your spirit guides to guide you to the right pile, okay? And then the number generator will spit out a number. Also, if you feel like you have more than one pile, you can also add a number 4 to the number generator, and if the number 4 comes out with the number generator, it means that you really have more than one pile, if that makes sense, okay? But without further ado, I would say I'm going to send you reading, guys. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look at your future spouse today, okay? This is going to be a reading about what kind of couple you will be when it comes to you being in a relationship. I'm just checking if I like the background. Yeah. Just going to look at how people will view you as a couple, okay? Pile number 1, we're going to look at how people will view you as a couple, what they will notice about you as a couple, or what you will be known for as a couple. I might sometimes change perspectives between like how people view you as a couple and what you really are, or who you really are as a couple, okay? Now this reading is also going to have an extended, the link is going to be down in the description box if you want to join me, but in the extended on Patreon we're going to look at what kind of sexy couple you will be. So how will people realize or notice or like perceive the chemistry between the two of you, like when they watch you, like what makes them feel like you're kind of like happy with each other in a sexy way, you know, like where you're like happy with each other in a sexual way, okay? Or there's like insane chemistry between the two of you or something like that. That's what we're going to look at on Patreon. If you are interested in that, the link is going to be down in the description box, but this is just like in general as a couple. And again, on Patreon is going to be like the spicy version of this reading, like how would people feel like, yeah, you guys are really Yeah, you are satisfying each other, if you know what I mean, okay? Or like there's like sexy chemistry between the two of you, or like it's undeniable how much you want each other, if that makes sense, okay? Also, I have to get my nails done. One nail is missing. Just act like you didn't see it, okay? Let's see, but this could actually be significant here, okay? For some of you guys who really like to get your nails done, okay? So there could be an energy where you've, and I also feel like you've just passed, okay, so yeah, okay, yeah. So this is just a side note, okay? If you know that you like to get your nails done, or if you are like, if you do your own nails, but you do nail designs, or you're learning right now to do your own nails, this could be significant somewhere where maybe like your future spouse is going to like want to do your nails, or they're gonna want to pay for your nails, or they're gonna want to like choose the color for your nails, you know? So when your girls are asking you like, hey, your nails look nice, you would say like, oh yeah, my boyfriend chose them for me, or my boyfriend or my girlfriend suggested that to me. Like people are going to be like, yeah, your nails look so good, but the inspiration came from your boyfriend or your girlfriend or from your future spouse, okay, is what I'm picking up here. Something like that, because I'm actually being brought to this one, it's like a video of a couple where the guy said he's learning right now how to do nails so that his girl can save some money, because getting nails done is like expensive. That's what I'm being brought to here, okay? Something like that could be significant, not for everybody, but just for some of you guys, especially if you are into nail designs, or if you like to get your nails done, or if you are like super particular about the way your nails look, or you like to do other people's nails maybe even, okay, is what I'm picking up here. And maybe you're gonna do like one nail of your future spouse, and he's like gonna go around like, yeah, my girlfriend did this. There's something like that going on here, not for everybody, okay? But yeah, let me tap in, let me tap in, let me get one more card, and then I'm gonna show you the cards, and then we're gonna begin the reading, okay? How will people view pile number 1 as a couple with their true love and their future spouse? Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay, let's talk about this. So we have the card here, holding hands, and it says, holding hands, magical moment. Okay, there's something going on with hands with you guys, okay? Maybe you're both gonna be like obsessed with each other's hands, but we're gonna talk about this, okay? You're definitely my kind of couple where you're gonna hold hands a lot, so people will always see you holding hands. Like there's not an instant where you are not walking hand in hand. There's something going on with like you're holding hands all the time. Like people will notice like you're holding hands all the time, or you are obsessed with each other's hands or something like that, okay? Or you get turned on by each other's hands because the way he's stroking your hand and the way you are stroking his hand, it's like a sexy type of vibe going on, okay? We also have the card here, let's get tipsy. Then I put in like quotation marks, go get a room, you know, when people scream like go get a room, you know, because you're doing some dirty stuff in the corner. Then it says sexy songs play and drunk dial. Okay. We also have the card here. Special event or evening, and you can see like a firework in the background. Okay, and the other cards I think I cannot show. I can maybe show you this one right here. We have the 4 of Wands twice. We also have the angel number 444 here on the table. So for a lot of you guys, your spirit guides are talking to you right now through the angel number 444, or maybe the angel number 444 is connected to your future spouse somehow, some way. Okay, but let me tap in what's going on here. Pile number 1, the first thing that I heard with you guys is that you're going to be known as the couple that has the most beautiful home, because sometimes the 4 of Wands can stand for a home, you know, it can stand for and you can even see in the background there's a house and it looks like a garden party. So maybe you're going to be known to like host garden parties, okay? Because I feel like there's this energy of like people wanting to go over to your home or your place. If you look at this card right here, it also looks like she's like looking outside of a window. So you might be the couple that has like a really beautiful view from your home, or a really beautiful view from like yeah, from your home is what I'm picking up here. So I feel like a strong energy where you're going to be known as the couple that has the most beautiful home, or maybe that has the most expensive home, or something like that is what I'm picking up here. Or you have the most beautiful view. So a lot of gatherings are going to happen at your place. That's what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. People are going to feel like, yeah, they want to spend Sunday at your place. They want to celebrate Thanksgiving or even birthdays, maybe even at your place, because for some reason, like, your place is going to be beautiful. They're going to feel like there's good energy, good feng shui in your home is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so you're gonna be known as the couple that has like maybe a big home, or like a really beautiful home, or a very cozy one as well. If it's not about being expensive or like being super beautiful, it's like your home is the coziest. Like, you have the coziest couch ever. Like, no couch is as cozy as yours. With this card right here, it says the free spirit. Okay, or something about like people love the decor in your home. You might even have like a very maybe your home is even very extraordinary because you both like collect art. So your home is like a little art gallery. There's something going on with like, you're going to be known for your home or for your apartment, okay, where people feel like they want to go over to pile number one. So if you would like talk to other people, people would suggest like, hey, let's go to pile number one's home. Like, it's the, I don't know, it's close to a train station, so everybody can catch a bus or catch a train, or the view is super beautiful, or you have really cool neighbors that are not going to be mad at you for like playing music or whatever. There's something like that going on. So a lot of gatherings are going to take place at your home, or people are going to love your home. They're going to love coming over to you. Okay, that's the first thing that I'm picking up here. But overall, the Four of Wands can also stand for like a celebration, a party, a gathering. Okay, which is funny because we also have this card right here. So I do feel like you're going to be known for being a couple that likes to party, or that likes to dance, or something about where I'm hearing you're always fun to be around. You're going to be the couple where people love being around you because you're like the party of the show. Wait, you're the star. Wait, you're the life of the party. You could both be very entertaining as people. Like, you're both like super entertaining with jokes, or something about like every time you come over, it's a good time is what I'm picking up. You might come over with a bottle of wine, or I even pick up this energy here where you and your future spouse, you might sometimes debate, you know, about certain things, and that it's like a fun situation. It's kind of like you and your future spouse are debating or something like that, and then you like make other people debate as well, and then it becomes like a heated discussion, but in a funny way. Do you know what I mean? It's like in a funny way where the evening is like, there's something about where you bring spice into the evening. Like, when you meet with other people or other couples, it's like you bring the spice, or you bring the life, or you bring like the fun into the gathering is what I'm picking up here. Because again, you could be both very entertaining people. You could both have ADHD and it shows, or something like that. You could both be storytellers or talk a lot or something like that. So people really, really love being around you as a couple. So being around you as a couple is like a good time. Like, oh my god, I'm hearing you and me, that's a recipe for a good time. Okay, so people are gonna feel like if they want to have a good time, they're gonna go out with you. If they want to have a good time, they come over to your place. Or if they want to have a good time, they invite you as a couple because you're just fun to be around. You're my kind of couple that would like maybe get drunk and sing karaoke and entertain everybody, or something like that. Or you're my kind of couple, like you come into the gathering and like maybe you turn the music on, like, hey, let's turn on the music, you know, you turn some really cool music on. Maybe some of you guys, you might be a DJ, maybe your future spouse is a DJ. Okay, something about like you put music on and then you start dancing and you make other people dance as well. Like, you kind of like start the dance floor. And if your spouse might come over with wine, or he might be like, yeah, let me mix some cocktails for you guys, you know, maybe even mocktails. It doesn't even have to be cocktails, it can also be mocktails, like non-alcoholic cocktails or whatever. Or your boyfriend comes over with your boyfriend or your girlfriend comes over with a board game, like, hey guys, let's play a board game, you know, and then you turn up the music or something like that. That's the vibe that is coming through here. Okay, or you would be my kind of couple, like if someone has a birthday, you would bring like a birthday crown, and your future spouse would, like, I don't know, bring like the huge basket with a gift or something like that. And it's like, oh my god, like every time you come in, people get like excited to see you, or they're excited to like party with you or like spend the evening with you. Look at that energy right here. Do you see that? Okay, it's like you're the couple that is so fun to be around. You're so funny, or something about like you're the life of the party when you come in. I'm hearing the party don't start till I walk in. You know, that's what I'm hearing. Like people are gonna feel like the party only starts when pal number one comes over with her future spouse or with his future spouse. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? Something about like you putting on really good music. You might even be known to like always be the one to be in charge of the playlist or the music playing in the background because your playlist is always freaking amazing or something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? Yeah, for others of you could be my couple. You're going to be known for like dancing together. People are going to watch you dance and they're going to be like, yeah, these people, like pal number one and her future spouse, they're so happy. Look at them dancing, look at them like smiling, or look at them like, I don't know, being drunk together or being tipsy together and like singing karaoke, you know, like people are going to be like, yeah, you guys are like I'm hearing two goofballs that found each other. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Something like that could be going on. Yeah, for others of you, you could also be the person, you could also be the couple that puts on like sexy music in the background and you make other people like get into the vibe. Yeah, you're gonna be like the couple that has a vibe to them. Like you bring other people, you make other people vibe, or you might even make other people like dance because of the music that you play. Or you might make like, yeah, something about like you're like a vibe as a couple that maybe puts other people in the mood. But it could also be, you could also make other people go into like a sexy mood is what I'm picking up, because you might be playing music in the background and then they're eyeing somebody and it's like you guys are over there doing your thing, vibing, and then the vibe goes over to another person and then they feel like, oh, let me like go and ask her to dance, or let me go and ask him to, if he wants to play a game, like literally like a board game or a card game, you know. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay. You're gonna be fun to be around as a couple. You're gonna be known to be like the couple that is the life of the party is what I'm picking up here, or that always likes to dance, that always dances like in a sexy way or something like that, or that you seduce each other through dancing or like being on the dance floor or something like that is what I'm picking up here. I also feel like you could be my couple where you will have another couple that is going to be your best friend. So you might be known as a group of 4 people, because we have the 4 of Wands here twice, and it almost, wait, how many arms do we have here? I think it's 6. Oh my god, so you could be like, you could actually form a group between like you and 2 other couples. So you're going to be like, yeah, okay, you might be the kind of couple that likes to go on double dates or something like that, or you will go on a lot of double dates, or something about where you as a couple, you make friends very easily, or you meet other couples and make friends with them very easily. So you might have a friend circle that consists of other couples, if that makes sense, okay? Because I'm seeing like you going on double dates with another couple, or you going on like on a date with like 2 other couples. Okay, is what I'm picking up here as well. I also pick up like a energy with you guys of like a cozy Sunday. So maybe you're gonna be known to be like the couple that has like the coziest Sunday. You might do a lot of stuff on a Sunday to relax or enjoy yourself or something like that. Or people are really gonna enjoy coming over to your place on a Sunday, okay? Or being with you on a Sunday, like I'm being brought to brunching, to be honest with you, or like breakfast, or like meeting up for breakfast, meeting up for brunch, something about Sunday energy. Okay, is what I'm picking up here too. I don't know why, to be honest with you. Okay, but yeah, it's gonna be, I'm hearing it's gonna be a pleasure to be around you as a couple. Okay, but let me get a few more cards here before I continue to speak. Okay, you could also be my couple where people would know you as the couple that likes to ride bikes in the city, or go on motorcycle rides, or go on bike rides, okay, is what I'm picking up here too. Something about like riding a bike through the city, through the town, or through a garden or a park or something like that, okay? You might be my, yeah, you might be my active couple where you're always somewhere is what I'm picking up here. Every time people call you, you're always somewhere. You're always doing something. Okay, I'm hearing you're always doing something fun. Okay. For others of you, we also have the Seven of Cups energy here, which is telling me that you and your future spouse, you might have a lot of hobbies. Like if you tell me, Cynthia, I don't have that many hobbies, it could be your future spouse, and you could like find a lot of new hobbies through your future spouse. But someone here has a lot of hobbies, like someone here really, for example, likes cooking, but then they also like bike riding, but then they also like going to art classes, but then they also like DJing. There's something going on with like someone here has a lot of hobbies. Okay, so it could be you or it could be them, or just imagine you have a lot of hobbies right now, and if your spouse also has a lot of hobbies. So when you combine it, it's kind of like you have so much to do. Yeah, you could be my pile or like my couple where your weekend is always planned. There's always something to do on the weekend, or you're always doing something every time people call you. But you're always doing something different is what I'm picking up here though. So this could be like an energy where you're going to be known as the couple that has a lot of hobbies and you do a lot of stuff. Like one day you're DJing or learning how to DJ. The other day you go to a pottery class, and then the other day you, I don't know, are at the beach. And then, you know what I mean? It's something about like where you have a lot of interests as a couple. You're going to share a lot of interests together is what I'm picking up here. So, or there could be an energy where, yeah, it's kind of like, can I be honest with you guys? I feel like you might be my couple where if people are in a relationship and their relationship starts to get boring, they're going to get inspiration from you guys what to do to spice things up again, or to make the relationship fun again when it's maybe a little bit dull or lifeless. That's what this feels like to me here, to be honest with you guys. Okay. Where people feel like if they want to get inspiration how to spice their relationship up, how to spice things up, they look at your relationship. Okay, but I'm picking up here very, very strongly. Yeah, there's something about like you bring fresh new energy. It's like when a couple maybe doesn't know how to embrace spontaneity, they would look at you guys, like how your spontaneous energy makes your relationship like very exciting or very fun or unpredictable. You might be my couple where your relationship is a little bit unpredictable, and I feel like people are going to get inspiration from this unpredictability where you keep each other on each other's toes, or like on your toes. And that's the reason why there's like always this tension, this sexual tension between the two of you, or this like, I don't know, like this fun, playful energy that is in the air is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I also feel like you could be my pile where you sometimes roast each other, like as a couple. Okay, and again, it's gonna make people laugh, like watching you guys like roast each other or make fun of each other, but and again in the most loving way possible. Okay. But yeah, you and your future spouse, you could both be a little bit stubborn sometimes, so you do bump heads, but again in a playful way when you have like a discussion, or you're like, you want to prove a point, and it's going to entertain other people like watching you. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here so strongly. But let me get a few more cards. What kind of couple will pile number one be with their true love and their future spouse? We have the Magician here. Yeah, you're putting on a show, like you're super entertaining. People like to watch you as a couple. Like you would be my kind of couple where I feel like people would like to watch you if you would post vlogs. Like you're my kind of couple where people like to watch you as a couple. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Or people would watch you if you would have like a vlog, or like if you would vlog if you would have a couple's channel, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. What kind of couple will pile number one be with their true love and their future spouse? What's going on? You have the Eight of Pentacles here. Do you own a store? Or maybe your future spouse does. I'm hearing store owner. So for some of you guys, I could be talking about like future energy, right? Because I'm not just talking about like the beginning stages of you and your future spouse, but also like later on when you are like a couple for 1 or 2 years or whatever. Okay, but I'm picking up something about where you're going to own something. I don't know, owning property, owning a store is what I'm picking up here. Designing something. Designing t-shirts, designing bags or something like that. Okay. You might be my kind of couple that does their own stuff sometimes. Like you sometimes like to knit your own scarf, or you like to create your own shirt or something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I'm also picking up this energy of like a cozy Sunday where you guys are reading a book. Okay. It's funny, right? Because sometimes you guys are like super hyper, and then but you also have like a very cozy energy to you, like reading a book. I also feel like every time people see you in public, you might be like super cuddly, okay, where you're always cuddling in a corner, or you're always like sitting on a cozy couch and you're like cuddling or something like that, okay? Or again, you're both going to be super entertaining every time you are tipsy is what I'm picking up here, okay? You might be doing some crazy stuff when you're tipsy. Again, something about karaoke, dancing or whatever. Going to the DJ and like telling them which song to play, okay? So yeah, people are gonna feel like you're making out like you need a freaking room is what I'm picking up here, okay? People are gonna be like, oh my god, why are they not going home? Like, what the hell are they still doing here? Like, they need to be alone in a room and do their own thing, okay? I'm also saying you're the couple that is always too late. So people are gonna feel like they're always waiting for you. You're the couple that is always too late. People are gonna feel like they have to send you the invitation and like change the time so that you actually are on time, okay? They would like say, oh, come over at 7 p.m. but actually the party starts or the gathering starts at like 8 p.m. but they're gonna tell you that it's 7 p.m. so that you come like on time. Let me get a few more cards here. What kind of couple will pile number 1 be with their true love and their future spouse? What's going on here? Okay, another thing that I'm picking up here, because we have the card here, restriction, that says they're currently not active, like in a sexy way, limiting their sexual activity or setting better boundaries in their sex life. I'm just, you know, like with the restriction card right here. So for some of you guys, you could also be my pal that wants to, oh my god, are you my pal that wants to wait until marriage before you guys do a little something something? Okay, or you're gonna be my pile or my couple that didn't do it for a long time. Like when you guys, you and your future spouse meet, you're not gonna be like, you're not gonna touch each other for a very long time. You might even start off as friends, kind of like where you have like a secret crush on him or her, but you think they just want to be friends and they feel the same way about you, where they have a crush on you and they think you just want to be friends. So you might even start off as friends, okay? For some of you guys, not for all of you. But I also pick up a strong energy here, like people are gonna know that it took a while for you to have your first time with each other, or the couple that waited until marriage to do it for the first time. With the restriction here. Okay, there's something, okay, there could even be an energy where people will feel like your love story is very interesting, entertaining, sounds like a movie, because maybe you and your future spouse are not gonna come together immediately. Does that make sense? And there's going to be like obstacles, but like love wins in the end. That's the vibe. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if it's meant to be, it will be. And then you guys like literally meet again or something like that. Okay, and people are going to feel like, yeah, this was meant to be between the two of you because there were so many obstacles. And like, yeah, I'm hearing something about like love wins in the end, or like, even though there were like restrictions, you made it work anyway. For some of you guys, this could be a long distance relationship, but it does not have to be, okay? I'm just saying, okay? And for others of you, this could just be like, it's gonna take a while until you're actually doing it. So you're gonna be known for like being patient with each other, or like waiting until actually doing it for the first time, whereas other people wouldn't be as patient, or they would not be able, like people are gonna be like, yeah, how you drove home, you didn't do it on that day, and you're like, no, we want to wait, or I want to wait, or I don't know, it didn't feel right in that moment. People are like, oh my god, I could have never, like, I would have like opened my legs immediately. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are gonna know you as a couple where you both are very strong mentally when it comes to not giving into temptation or not doing it immediately, or again, something about like waiting to do it, you know, because you want to do it when you are married. Okay, so you're my couple like where, oh my god, you have never done it before, like, and you get married, you know, or something like that. You're gonna be known for like moving slowly. That's the funny part as well. People might see you making out in a corner and they feel like you already did it, but you actually didn't do it yet. You might make out, you might hold hands, but there's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna somehow take time for you guys to actually like have your first time together, okay? Something like that. And again, I picked something up about breakfast. Okay, you might have like really cute breakfast dates, or something like that is what I'm picking up here too, or breakfast in bed. Okay, you might post like, oh yeah, he made me breakfast in bed, so you're gonna be known for like, I don't know, being spoiled with a breakfast in bed, or how they spoil you, how you spoil them with breakfast in bed, something like that. That's what I'm picking up here. What kind of couple would pile number 1 be with their true love and their future spouse? Spring. Oh my god, every pile had a season. Pile number 2 was winter. Pile number 3 was summer. Yours is spring. And didn't I talk about like a motorcycle here? Yeah. Okay, you could also be my motorcycle couple, okay, that is like living young, wild, and free, and like you live dangerously, or you live like you live at the edge, you know, like a rock star girlfriend, or like a rock star boyfriend, or like the look of a rock star girl or a rock star boy, a guy, or something like that. Okay. But yeah, there could be something going on with spring. So you would be my kind of couple. Again, I talked about this in pile number 2 and pile number 3 as well, where because the season is telling me that that season is about you as a couple being in the spotlight in that season. So when it says spring, this could be an energy where maybe you're going to make it official that you are in a relationship in spring. You know, may it be this spring, next spring, I don't know, it's going to be different for all of you guys. Or maybe if you announce that you are pregnant, it might be spring season. So spring season is going to be all about like, oh my god, pile number 1 is pregnant, or pile number 1's boyfriend, pile number 1's girlfriend is pregnant, or maybe you are giving birth to a baby in spring season. So spring season is all about like, oh my god, pile number 1 just had a baby, or a baby shower in spring season. Something about like your relationship, something big is going to happen in your relationship in spring season, which is the reason why people are going to gather around you in spring season, or something along those lines. Okay, see, and if you look at this card right here, look at that. It also looks like a hall, not a hallway. Is it a hallway? I think so, but it looks like a apartment building, right? Like, and then it says you're not going anywhere. Okay, I'm telling you, there's something about people are gonna love like your home, or maybe you're gonna be the couple that is, because I feel like in certain situations you're moving slowly, and then in other situations you move quite fast. So I feel like your relationship could be known for not moving at a normal pace. You're either very slow with something, like more like you're doing it a lot slower than other people. Like maybe your first kiss is gonna take like, I don't know, 6 months or whatever. Like nobody waits, or like very rarely people wait 6 months in order to kiss each other, right? But then you move very fast with like, I don't know, let's move in, and then it takes you a long time to decide that you want to have a baby. But then once you have a baby, you get 2 more babies. There's something about like your relationship is never like a normal pace. It's either super slow or super fast. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, yeah, something about like your rhythm. You're going to be known for having a very different rhythm than other couples. Like you're not doing it in the normal traditional way, like maybe your first base, second base, third base, like the the time of it is going to be very, very different compared to how people usually date or normally get to know each other. Okay, so you either move very quickly or you move very slowly. There's no in between. That's what this feels like to me here. I don't know why. There's something about rhythm. Yeah, your rhythm is a little different. Okay, maybe certain things where people feel like, oh, you know, that's not a big deal. Kissing or being intimate is not a big deal. They do that very fast. That's where you are gonna take a long time to actually do it. But then when it comes to like, hey, let's get married, let's move in, let's have a baby, that's where you move fast, whereas other people take a long time. I don't know, something like that is what I'm picking up here. People are gonna know you for like moving to your own rhythm. This could also be literally where you're going to be known to be the couple that knows how to dance, or you both have rhythm or something like that, or you both look so sexy on the dance floor. Okay, I feel like I'm already tapping into like how people will see what kind of chemistry you have, because I see you walking up the stairs and I see a woman walking up the stairs and the man is watching her booty, but other people see that the man is watching her booty. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Okay. So your future spouse could be like obsessed with your booty, is what I'm picking up here, or watching you like walk up the stairs, or like something like where they like to watch you from the back, is what I'm picking up here, even if you are a guy. Okay, something like that. I don't know why. Let's see. What kind of couple would pile number 1 be with their true love and their future spouse? Yeah. You could also be my pal, where people are gonna feel very inspired by what you do for Valentine's Day. You could be my couple that goes above and beyond on Valentine's Day, or you really enjoy Valentine's Day, or maybe your future spouse does. Someone who really enjoys Valentine's Day is what I'm picking up here. Give me a moment, guys. I'm just channeling right now. Yeah. I'm telling you, there's something about you're going to be the life of the party is what I'm picking up here. Look at this. You can also see balloons in the background. Okay. So maybe you're going to be the couple that always is, like, not always, but you're very often in a good mood, or you're rarely pissed at each other. It happens. Okay, don't get me wrong, but, you know, you might even be my couple that if you are pissed at each other, you're not hiding it. So you would hash it out in front of other people, or you would like talk it out in front of other people. Yeah, okay, I'm also picking up here where maybe when you have fights, they don't take that long. Like you might be fighting for like 30 minutes, but it is because you're handling it on the spot. So even if you are with other couples or with other friends or acquaintances, they're gonna see you like discussing, debating, talking, you know, like something like that. But it's kind of like your fights don't last that long. You're going to be known to be a couple that where your fights don't last very long. Okay, because again, you could be my kind of couple, like you're going to talk about this in this moment, like you don't have nothing to hide. Like for example, certain people want to hash it out at home, which is totally fine. Everybody has a different way of doing things, but you might be my couple like, no, let's talk about this right now, you know, like, let's talk about this right now, you know, like that's reality of having a relationship. Like why would we, you know, like act as though we don't fight? We do. Okay, but you're gonna like be the couple where you talk about it on the spot or something like that. So by the end of the night, you're not going to be pissed at each other anymore, whereas other people, maybe they act as though they're not pissed, and then it accumulates, and like it accumulates over time, and then there's like a huge ass fight that lasts for like, I don't know, weeks, you know. So you're going to be the opposite. You're going to be like, let's talk about this on the spot. Okay, so people might even, yeah, I don't know, something like that is what I'm picking up here, where people are going to feel like you're very real for like showing your fights, or like not hiding, like, oh, you know, we're like hiding that everything is okay. Like, no, if you're pissed, people are going to know. Like if you don't vibe with each other on that day, people are going to know. I feel like they're also going to watch you like talking and debating and like hashing it out. That's what I'm picking up here too. Okay, I'm getting some sexy energy right now, but I think I want to talk about this on Patreon. I'm gonna be honest, but let me get a few more cards. What kind of couple would pile number 1 be with their true love and their future spouse? Ooh, damn. Yeah. See, what kind of couple would pile number 1 be with their true love and their future spouse? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like people want to watch you, or people are going to watch you fight and hash it out. Okay. Like you're mad at each other for like 30 minutes or for like an hour. Okay, it's like, I thought you were mad at him. Like, oh no, we talked about it already. That's what I'm picking up here. And this is like, this might happen quite often. So people, if you fight, people are not even gonna take it like seriously, is what I'm picking up here, okay? I don't know if you're also gonna be known for the couple that, I don't know, is somehow in the public eye or like on camera. I don't know with the 8 of Pentacles because it says camera guy. Okay. You might be that kind of couple where you like to take pictures of your man or your woman, or you might post your man or your woman a lot. Not couple pictures, I pick up like pictures where you think he's cute and then you take a picture of him and then you post it. Okay, or he takes pictures of you or she takes pictures of you and she thinks you're cute, so maybe her whole camera roll is like your face, or like taking pictures of you in random moments is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay. Kind of couple with power number. You might have a very unique first date, or again, you have like very fun, cool ideas for first dates, or like not first dates, but for like dates in general. Okay, you're very like creative when it comes to like, hey, what do we want to do this weekend? Like, where do we want to go this weekend? Okay, fathers of you, again, there's like a whole backstory behind your first date. You might be my couple where you do tell your story to other people, like how you met, or how your love story was very different compared to other people, or like how fast or slowly you moved. Okay, people are gonna be like invested in like, oh my god, like tell me. So every time you meet new people, they're gonna be invested in like your story. Okay, like genuinely, because again, there's something about you move to your own rhythm. So you might have like a very unique story as to how you came together, how you met, your first date, and how different it was compared to like just a normal story. Like, oh, I met him and then we dated and then this and that, and like, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying like it might not be as it might not be as like smooth, or like not as, yeah, something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? There could be something crazy happening on your first date. I don't know what that means. Someone you could also have a crazy ex. This could be you or your future spouse. Can I be honest with you guys? I do not know what the hell this is. I pick up like an energy where you might even be the couple that is in the spotlight because there's some crazy ass energy going on around you at a party. For example, you run into your ex and then he's like trying to fight with your future spouse, or something like that is what I'm picking up here too. What the hell is that? You might be in a couple where crazy stuff is happening to you. I'm gonna be honest. Or you're like, you make a video or something like that, or like you because I cannot show the card, but it's like the Tower card, and it's usually like something unexpected, something crazy, something chaotic happening, something happening out of nowhere. It's a surprise, like something suddenly happening, and it came out with the 8 of Pentacles. So this is telling me like you might even be, you know, those people that are at the right place at the right time to record some crazy ass stuff and then post it on like TikTok or YouTube or whatever, and it's like, oh my god, you know, like thank God this person had a camera in their hand to like record it. There's something about something like that is what I'm picking up here. And again, for others of you, let me see. Give me one more card. Let me see what that is about. Where's the Tower energy here? What's going on? Okay. You're going to be known for how your future spouse proposes to you. Okay, something about the way your future spouse proposes to you. Yeah, it might be like a big thing. Yeah, your future spouse proposing to you is going to be a big thing. So people are going to talk about this, okay? People are going to talk about how your future spouse proposed to you or how you proposed to your future spouse. Where it's going to be like a big thing or like with fireworks and like, I don't know. Something about your proposal is going to be a big thing is what I'm picking up. People are going to talk about this. I talked about this in a different reading. If it rings a bell, you will know. There might be signs of marriage on your first date. Meaning, let's say for example, you go to a restaurant, it's your first date, okay? And in that restaurant, there's a man proposing to his woman. And you're like in the middle of it, like, oh my God, you know, like we went on our first date and like we went to this restaurant, this Indian restaurant, and then like a man proposed to his woman. That's what I'm picking up here too. And it's like you're going to be known for like there were signs of marriage and wedding all around you from the first date. That's what I'm picking up here as well. Like signs and synchronicities. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm picking up here. People are going to be like, that is crazy on your first date. Like, yeah, like the guy next to us, like right next to me, the guy was proposing to his girl, you know. It was like, and then I was thinking to myself, maybe it's a sign from the universe. Like that's how you're going to talk when you talk to other people about this, okay? Where's the Tower energy here? Yeah. It says dream come true, getting the love you want, fulfilling relationship, and look at how they're on a bike. This might be literally you guys, okay? Look at that energy here. Look at it. This might be you guys. You might also have a crazy story where you did something in nature, like you were on a meadow or in a park or in a garden, nobody was there, and why not? Okay, that's what I'm picking up here too. Let's see. Can you clarify the Tower energy here? What is going on? Yeah, something, it says waiting, I'm telling you. Spending time apart, hoping they would change, putting things on pause. I'm telling you, there's something like that going on here. It's like your love story is going to be a roller coaster when people listen to it. I'm hearing, watching my life is like you're watching movies. That's what I'm hearing. Do you say someone here is hearing something through the grapevine? Is that a saying? Because we have grapes here. Someone is hearing something through the grapevine. That's what I'm hearing. So you could also be my couple where people will know that you are in love with each other and they're just like, oh my God, when are they finally gonna tell each other that they like each other? Like, what the hell? Like, they both act dumb even though they know they like each other. That's what I'm picking up here too. Okay, people are like, when are you guys gonna tell each other? Like, no, I'm not gonna say it. Like, well, you are stubborn and they're stubborn. Like, you both see, that's what I'm saying. People are gonna like talk about it. It's like, I wonder when they're gonna like finally tell each other that they like each other, especially because there could be the high chance where you're gonna have a similar friend group. Okay, yeah, you could be my pal where you're gonna have a similar friend group. I did talk about this in a different reading. Every time I say that, guys, it's just a confirmation for you if you heard it in a different reading. If you didn't, don't worry about it. But I remember I said in a different reading that someone might meet their future spouse through a friend or a double date, where someone is asking like, hey, I'm going on a date with this guy, and like he was asking, you know, if I want to bring a friend because his guy is like in town, and let's go on a double date, and or like a blind date or whatever. Okay, that could be the reason as well, where there's like people around you watching you and waiting for you to like finally make a move on each other. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here as well. Let's see. Good news. Yeah, people are going to talk about this though. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So you could be my couple where you were very confused about each other. Like you were instantly like attracted or in love, but you were confused about each other. until you both finally had like a light bulb moment. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here for some of you guys, not for all of you. Okay, what kind of couple with pile number? See, it says getting, we have the card here, dog. Okay, you could also be my pal where you're gonna be known for having a dog that is super cute, or like having really cute, like going out with a bike and with your dog and something like that. Okay, going for a walk with your dog or with your bike is what I'm picking up here, holding hands, and then your dog is so cute or something like that. Also be my pal where you're going to move in very quickly. So it's, I talked about this, I'm telling you, I talked about this in a different reading. Maybe it's going to take so long for you guys to kiss, but then, excuse me, moving in is going to move fast. So you're doing everything like upside down compared to other people. Okay, I don't know why. It says pleasure with a close friend. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, kind of couple with pile number 1B. Did I not say that you're both going to be stubborn? It says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I knew it. I knew it. You might actually be the one being stubborn. Okay, I think you more than your future spouse, the female, is going to be stubborn. Okay, let's see. Kind of couple with pile number 1B with their future spouse. For some of you guys, you could have brown hair. You don't have to. Oh, some of you could be Asian. Some of you could be Asian. Okay, watching me right now. Or maybe your future spouse is going to be Asian, not for everybody. Okay, or you're going to be known for like eating Asian food all the time, cooking Asian food all the time, going to an Asian restaurant all the time, being addicted to an Asian restaurant, hot pot, whatever, something like that. Let's see. Kind of couple with pile number 1B with their true love and their future spouse. We have an arrow. It says you are on the right path regarding some aspect in your life. Yeah, I'm hearing let me shoot my shot. So maybe your backstory before you actually become a couple is going to be very funny to people, or like very entertaining to people, or people are going to watch you coming together, is what I'm picking up here. For some reason, it's not going to happen instantly, somehow, some way. One last card here, and then we're going to go to the extended, okay, guys? Because this one, yeah, this one says let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. Okay, so you could also be my couple that is constantly talking about it to the point where your friends are gonna say, hey, pile number 1, I love you, you know I love you, but can we change the topic? Like, you talk about him all the time. Or yeah, oh my god, see, this is like the energy where you talk about him all the time and he talks about you all the time, and people are like, just go to her and tell her that you want to be with her. Damn. You know, that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, or again, you're the kind of couple where you gush over each other, like, oh, my girlfriend is so good, my girlfriend is so amazing, like, my boyfriend is so amazing, and then he did this, and then he did that, and like, you just like to make people like aware of like how, again, you're not bragging, this is not about bragging, it's just like, how can I explain that energy? It's like you want to show people that good men or good women still exist out there, and like, you talking about this is about like there's still good men or there's still good women out there, and that's why you keep talking about this. Is what I'm picking up here too. Okay, kind of couple with pile number 1B with their true love and their future spouse. I knew it. It says, sorry for it being distant, I can show you better than I can tell you. So yeah, the way you're gonna come together as a couple is gonna be a funny story, okay, or a story worth telling is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I want to get a card here for the special event. Yeah, something about you're going to have a your first date is going to be very special. Or your first date could be very psychic, or like, yeah. You could also be my pal that is known for like telepathically communicating with each other, and people might actually witness that there's telepathy between the two of you. Okay, for some reason, I don't know. Or like you finishing each other's sentences or something like that. Okay. Can you clarify the special event here, please, before I go to the extended? Yeah, I'm seeing you guys slow dancing. Pile number 1. Okay, and then it says first impression. There's something about your first time. We have the first date card here. Now we have the card here, first impression. Yeah. There's something special about, okay, you might be my pal where you're going to talk about how maybe it was love at first sight, but you were confused or something like that because maybe you, I don't know. It's like where you instantly feel like there's some type of magic in the air, but you're also confused along the way. It's like, am I tripping or is he the one? Is she the one? But there could be crazy signs around you again from the first time that you guys meet or like your first date or something like that. Can you clarify the special event? Oh my god, it says eternal love, it says eternity, consistency, and soulmate. And it's like an old couple here. Maybe you're actually gonna spend a lot of time with your future spouse's grandparents, or maybe with your grandparents, or your grandparents are gonna love your future spouse, or your future spouse's grandparents are gonna love you. So you might be my couple that is like having a lot of fun with an older couple. Okay. Or it could even be an energy where you're going to meet an older couple on your first few dates and like they're going to tell about like their love story. And you're both going to feel like it's a magical moment that this couple comes to you. It's like an old couple. They've been together for freaking 50, 60 years, married for 50 years or whatever. And they talk to you. That's what I'm picking up here as well. Okay. What is that special event energy here about? Or again, you meet at a young age, a few months, years pass by, and then you meet at an older age again. So it's kind of like you're going to be the couple that met and it was the wrong time. You both had to mature, or yeah, I'm being brought to Spencer. I don't know if you guys know Spencer on YouTube, I think, or on TikTok, where she met her boyfriend when she was young, or she had a crush on him when she was young, and then a few years passed and now she met him again. That's what I'm picking up here as well. So it's almost going to feel like this was always destined between the two of you, but maybe like some time has passed or some time will pass. Okay. Yeah. Something about your connection is going to be all about divine timing. You're going to talk about how you guys met and it's like divine timing. You're going to talk about it was a special timing that took place. Or the universe had a plan. People are going to start to actually feel like your relationship is going to make people feel like the universe has a plan. Okay, or divine timing is real. Or again, you're going to be hosting events at your place. Someone has a beautiful home. If it's not you, it might be your future spouse. You might move into his home, the other way around. You both might meet and then also move in quite fast, you know. And that's why I'm already talking about like, hey, you know, like people are going to love to come over to your place because maybe, yeah, you're going to be a couple that maybe moves fast when it comes to moving in. Okay. Once you were like, maybe you were super slowly again when it comes to kissing, having your first time, but then moving in happens quite fast. I'm telling you, your rhythm is like upside down. It's like the opposite of what people usually do. Okay. So you're like the upside down couple, or the couple that does the opposite of what other people do. Okay. One more. Where's the special event energy here? Yeah, we have an accident with a, see, we have another bike here. Okay. You could also go on a bike ride that is very special, or there's always something special happening when you go on a bike ride is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Someone, you could be a ginger, you could be a redhead, not for everybody, but I'm seeing that here. You could also go to a lot of like street things, like a street food festival. I'm seeing like street art. I'm seeing like street musicians or something like that. Okay. Yeah, you could be known as a couple to know the coolest places in town or in the city. Okay. Now I'm hearing the song that I actually recently posted on Instagram. The song is called Mars versus Venus, and I'm hearing, your eyes say it all. Oh, they're fixed upon an object of desire you can't control. No, but gravity compels you to ignite and explode. Oh, till our time and space combine, you fantasize the unknown. This is a big bang, so unpredictable. Sex, love, and power, who's in control? Mars versus Venus. Ooh, and when the worlds collide, oh my god, it makes sense. Look at how it looks like the Big Bang. It looks like a firework. Okay. Oh my, I love that song. I love that song. Didn't I tell you that the music that you play is like sexy, or it brings people into the mood, or like, you need to listen to that song. That song is so sexy. Okay. And then we also have the card here. Hold on. This one says, let go of control issues. So I think you're both gonna... This is crazy, because in the song, I think you guys need to listen to the song, okay? I'm actually gonna listen to it after I'm done with your reading, because I'm obsessed with that song right now. Or I always have been, but I rediscovered it. Anyway, in the song it says, pitch black, lost amidst the galaxy between the sheets. Warmth that only you and I generate when we collide. Oh, hold that, don't make my emotions peak. If I let go, that I'll be weak. Your control is my defeat. I repeat, never, 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 never will I give up. No, 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 no. I ain't giving up, no. Oh, I love that song. But yeah, you could both be like scared to let the other person in. You might tell me, Cynthia, I'm ready. My future spouse can come. I'm ready. But when you meet him or her, you're gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm scared to lose control over myself or over my life, or so you're both gonna feel like you're scared to lose control, is what I'm picking up here. But again, I feel like I'm talking about this because people will know about it, because people are gonna watch it. People are gonna be like, yeah, they're scared to lose control or something like that. It says, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. And yeah, in this whole, like, this is the Big Bang, so unpredictable. Sex, love, and power, who's in control? Right? Letting go of control issues. Who's in control? Mars versus Venus. So you might, when you and your future spouse meet, you might actually clash. Like, your energy is from Venus, their energy is from Mars. Or you could be very Venusian, they could be very Martian or something like that, okay? Or the other way around. Maybe you are very Martian, they're very Venusian. So Martian energy would be Aries. I freaking love Aries energy, but it would be Aries and Scorpio, I think. And Venusian would be Libra and Taurus, okay? Could be your sun, moon, rising, whatever, whoever. There might even be an energy where, according to astrology, you're not compatible. That's what I'm picking up here too. Do you know what I mean? Like, something like that is what I'm picking up here, because you're gonna clash. Or you sometimes do clash, but it's like an explosion that is like creating a firework. It's like a beautiful clash though. It's like two worlds are colliding, and it creates like a, but it's like a firework, or like a star being born, like in the galaxy. You know, you might even be my spacey couple, like where you both really like space, you talk and walk and breathe spacey energy. Or maybe you dress spacey is what I'm picking up here too. Okay. Number one more thing that I want to say is I do feel like you and your future spouse, we talked about this before, right? Like the card that came out said, let your friends help you, right? For some of you guys, you could literally be the reason why another person meets their true love and their future spouse. So you could be the couple that is asking one of your friends or something like that to go on a double date, and you're actually hooking your friend up with their future spouse, or your future spouse is gonna hook your friend up with their best friend, or something like that could be significant here as well. So you could also be the couple that is like a matchmaker, but not just like trying to hook people up. Like you're literally going to be the reason why certain people end up in a relationship, or certain people end up like literally getting married, because you might have, I don't know, you might be, you might be seeing that two people like each other, and then you put on music, like you say like, hey, let's meet together, and then you put on sexy music because you want them to like, I don't know, talk to each other is what I'm picking up here too. And then you're like in the corner dancing with your future spouse, but then you're also like talking about like, I don't know, acquaintances or something like that, and like thinking like, oh, do you think he's gonna make a move on her? And your future spouse says like, yeah, I don't know, like he looks confident, like maybe he will. Like you guys are maybe even going to talk about like another person making a move on someone else, but it is because maybe you're like hooking someone up with someone. Do you know what I mean? And for some of you guys, certain people could end up in a relationship because of you, and there could be like one particular like acquaintance or couple or whatever that is actually going to get married because of you and your future spouse is what I'm picking up here. Okay. For others of you, you're going to be the couple that had the most beautiful wedding ever. So you either had the coziest wedding ever. I don't know, the wedding was like the biggest wedding ever. There's something about like your wedding or your wedding day is going to make history when it comes to that was the craziest wedding that I've ever been to. So people are still going to talk about this like 5 years after you got married, or are going to talk about this to their friends and their acquaintances and like show pictures and stuff like that. But there's something about like the biggest wedding or the coziest wedding. For some reason I pick up like a very cozy energy, like the coziest wedding ever, or like the most romantic one, or the funniest one. There's something about like your wedding day is gonna make history is what I'm picking up here. Like people are going to talk about this for a long time is what I'm picking up here. Or maybe there's a lot happening on your wedding day, like where people have crazy stories that took place on your wedding day. Maybe they meet someone on your wedding day, like when you guys get married, someone is falling in love with the other person, someone is finding out they're having a baby. Like there's some crazy ass stuff. Like your wedding day could be an anniversary for other people. Does that make sense? That's what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, so yeah, you could be like the reason why another couple comes together. Okay, but for some reason, do you know what I'm seeing? Like I see you guys, if I can show you visually what I'm seeing, or like explain it, I see you guys being in an apartment, and the energy is very cozy in that apartment. Like the light is dimmed. For some reason I see you guys being in a kitchen, but the kitchen is very homey. Like I see like the kitchen is super homey, and I see you like slow dancing in a corner, or like dancing to a song that you really like in a corner, and like people are watching you, and they get like this sexy vibe from you that makes them feel like, oh, they want to dance with somebody too, or they want to, I don't know, talk to somebody too, or like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here for some reason. Like you're going to make people want to dance with somebody as well, or dance sexy with somebody as well. Like they're going to watch you and think you're so sexy, slow dancing, or you, I don't know, you look so happy dancing together in the corner or something like that. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Like people are going to watch you like dance is what I'm picking up in. It's going to make them feel like they also want to dance, or it's going to make them be in the mood is what I'm hearing. You're going to make people feel like they are in the mood for something. Okay, so you're definitely my vibey couple, or like my couple that puts people in a mood, like in the mood to have some sexy time, to be honest with you. Okay, because again, they're gonna see you like dancing, and you're like smiling, or you can see like you're both like thirsty for each other while you guys are like dancing or something like that, or kind of like where you are somehow making love to each other's hands. Okay, there's something about they might be kissing your hand all the time, or you might be stroking his or her hand the whole time, and they can see so much love in how you caress your future spouse's hand, or how he's like holding your hand, or like how tight his grip is when it comes to holding your hand. Okay, something like that is what I'm picking up here. You're gonna make people feel like they want to dance with somebody too, or people are gonna think you're like a sexy couple, especially when it comes to dancing, or especially when it comes to you both having some type of rhythm is what I'm picking up here. Okay, or something about like when sexy songs play, like how you look at each other when sexy songs play. Or you could be the type of couple where if there is a sexy song playing in the background, you would like start to sing the lyrics to each other, you know, like, yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. Maybe, so for example, there's like a song where there's like a part where the female sings and the male sings. You're both gonna sing it to each other, like as if you're talking to each other. Or something about the way you seduce each other through music is what I'm picking up here too. Okay, something about like the way you seduce each other through music is what I'm picking up here. So you're going to be like the couple that has a very seductive vibe. Like you make people feel like they want to be seduced also, or they want to seduce someone too. Like you make people, yeah, again, get into the mood, get into the vibe. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. Like you make people get into the vibe. Okay, again, there's going to be some type of magical moment that people witness when there's a sexy song playing in the background, and the way you like look at each other and kiss when the song is playing, something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but yeah, we're going to tap into more sexy energy in the extended, so if you're interested in that, again, you're going to find the link down in the description box, guys. So pile number one, I feel like people are going to see your connection as you are a seductress and your future spouse is a seducer, and you always seduce each other. Like people are literally going to feel the energy of seduction. Yeah, I'm hearing the song by Usher, Seduction. Oh, 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 yeah. And you gonna make me do it. Oh my god, that song is so sexy. I'm telling you, I'm going to put the song down in the description box. It's called Seduction. That's the vibe that you're going to give off as a couple. Okay, listen to it. It's the song called Seduction by Usher. I'm gonna listen to it because it's so good. Okay, people are gonna look at you and they feel like you always seduce each other. Like they might even get like a sexy vibe, or they might get turned on. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, people might get turned on by the way that you seduce each other. Okay, in the song he also says he's getting big and he doesn't know who's watching. Okay, so yeah, people could literally like view or see that you get turned on, and you have to like control it. We're actually going to talk about this in the extended. Okay, something about like you might sometimes have to stop each other from doing some freaky stuff in public, so people are going to see that like, yeah, like they are about to like go in, or it's about to go down. Now, yeah, that's your energy as a couple. It's about to go down, or you are a seductress, they are a seducer, and you are like seducing each other. Okay, and the way that you look at each other, it's like you cannot even control yourself. Okay, again, we're going to talk about this on Patreon if you want to know what's really going on here. Okay, but yeah, you're going to be my sexy couple, or you're going to be the couple with a sexy vibe, or like you turn people on, or like you make people turned on to like also find somebody to be sexy with. Okay, but I think we're going to go to the extended now, because I feel like I'm transitioning into some type of sexy energy here. Okay, so if you like the reading, thank you guys for being here. Leave a like, leave a comment. That was your reading. If you want to join me for the extended, the link is going to be down in the description box. And again, we're going to look at like how people will view your chemistry, like the sexy energy between the two of you. Okay, and yeah, I would recommend for you to listen to that song. I think I'm actually going to do that right now, getting ready for the extended for pile number one. But thank you guys for being here. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye. Pile number two, welcome to your reading, guys. Welcome to your reading, guys. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a future spouse reading, and we're actually going to look at what kind of couple you will be. This is kind of like from the perspective of an outsider, so someone is like watching your relationship. That's what we're going to look at, but I might also talk about like what kind of couple you really are despite of how people see you. But it could also be like changing perspectives between like how people view you, or like how people see the chemistry between the two of you, you know. So yeah, this is going to be about like what kind of couple you would be, how will people perceive you as a couple, what will you be known for as a couple. Okay, this reading is going to have an extended. In the extended, we're going to look at what kind of sexy couple you will be, meaning like how people perceive you as, like what kind of sexual energies between the two of you, or what kind of chemistry, or what shows people that there's chemistry between the two of you, or that you have a lot of fun together, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's what we're going to look at on Patreon, what kind of like sexy couple you will be, or like how will people know that you're very happy or you satisfy each other. Okay, all right, pile number 2. For some very, well, it doesn't, I wanted to say for some very odd reason, but I kind of see the reason why I see it now. Okay, but I'm being brought to orange light. Okay, you could be the type of person you really maybe like the color orange or yellow, or you could be really into the color orange or yellow right now, or something about, I'm just going to mention random stuff because for some reason your spirit guides are coming through and they're telling me stuff, just to maybe give you confirmation that you chose the right pile. Okay, and then we're going to tap into the reading. But I'm being brought to a Himalayan salt lamp, or I'm being brought to like a lamp that has like orange light or yellow light, or possibly even red light. I'm being brought to a lava lamp. Maybe you've been very, very drawn to stuff like that lately. Okay, but I'm also seeing something about like you might really love watching the sunset or the sunrise. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Or maybe you recently watched a beautiful, beautiful sunset, or like a beautiful, beautiful sunrise, because the first thing that I pick up here with you guys is I see you and your future spouse sitting on a mountain, but it looks like a meadow that has like a little hill in a park or in a garden. And I see you guys like watching this. I feel so fucking good. Like when I see that, I feel so good feeling that energy from that vision. But I see you guys like sitting in a park or in a garden, and you are like on a little hill and you're watching the sunset or the sunrise. Okay, so I pick up a strong energy here, pile number 2. You're my kind of couple. You might be my couple that really enjoys being out in nature, but I also feel like that you are going to have like a park that you always go to, or like a garden or like a meadow that you always go to. You're going to have like a go-to place that you always go to picnic at, or you're always going there to grab a beer after work or something like that. You're going to have like a spot that is super freaking beautiful. I feel like some people are even going to feel like, oh my god, how romantic, or like this place is so romantic. So you might be the kind of couple where you put people on game when it comes to like a beautiful park or a beautiful garden where you can have like a romantic date, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so people are gonna be like, oh my god, like this place is so beautiful, like I want to take my boyfriend here too, or when I go on a date soon, I want to go here too. Okay, but it's kind of like you're going to be known to be the couple that always goes to a park or a garden, okay, where I don't know, like you can watch the sunset or the sunrise, or it's like a really beautiful view, or there's roses there and stuff like that. There's something going on with like you're gonna be my couple that really likes to be in nature, but you also have like the most romantic dates in nature. Like you might be picnicking a lot, or again you might be like even playing tennis or something like that. You might be playing badminton in a park or in a garden. That's what I'm picking up. You might also like meet up a lot at a park or at a garden with other friends or with other people, and that's how people will like see you guys being in love, kind of like where you're gonna be like in love at a park or at a garden or on a meadow, like where they're gonna see you like kissing, and behind you is like the sunset or the sunrise or beautiful trees or something like that. Okay, that's the vibe that is coming through here. Like I really enjoy, like I could watch it. You could be my couple where people really like to watch you because it's like, I don't know, the scene is so romantic. Like I don't know how to explain that. Okay, you might even be my kind of couple where people do take pictures of you because like, I don't know, it's like where you guys are like into each other, and one of your friends or an acquaintance is gonna like take a picture of you guys, and it's like it looks so perfect, like the surroundings look so perfect, like there's the sun, or you can maybe see already the moon coming out, and there's a beautiful tree behind you or something like that. I also see like you putting on a little candle, putting it between the two of you, and like picnicking and like eating or like laying on the meadow. Oh my gosh, this is such a lovely ass energy. I can't. Okay, so you're gonna be my couple that has like the cutest dates in the park or in the garden. Okay, and people are gonna be like, yeah, when I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna go here too with my boo, or like when I go on my date with him or her, I'm gonna go here too. You're gonna be like known to, I don't know, have like really cute dates in the park or in the garden. That's what I'm picking up here very strongly. Or like in nature, something. For some reason I pick up a hill. Okay, I pick up like a hill or like a meadow or something like that. I could bask in that energy right now. Okay, for some of you guys, I don't know if you are the type of person where you fall asleep very easily, like you can nap wherever you go. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm getting a vision now. You're gonna be my kind of couple that stays in the park until the stars are coming out and you're like laying on a meadow and you're watching the stars. Oh my gosh, how freaking lovely. Again, I'm telling you, I could just like sit here and just watch. Like I just want to be in that energy. Okay, yeah, something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and there's something about like your friends or your acquaintances are gonna take pictures of you, because something about like they're gonna like feel like they need to capture this moment because it looks so beautiful. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. So you might even be the kind of couple that has really cute couple pictures, is what I'm picking up here. Maybe you like taking pictures, maybe they do, or you're gonna have like a friend or an acquaintance that likes to take pictures of you, because I don't know, they just feel like it's like a person who has like a good eye for like the perfect picture, or like a picture that is gonna come out great. And yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, it's such a, oh my gosh, it's such a lovely energy here. For some of you guys, you could have also been super duper drawn to water lately. Okay, something about like maybe you've been drawn to doing water magic, or like manifesting with water, or like shower meditations or something like that. Or you could have like really found yourself being very much drawn to like spa energy, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, for some of you guys, you're super duper drawn currently to flowers or dried flowers, or you're very drawn to like herbs. You might be eating a lot more fruits and vegetables lately. You might even toy or play with the idea of like, I kind of wish I had a garden, or maybe I want to learn about gardening, or maybe I want to buy a little pot and then I'm gonna grow strawberries or raspberries or something like that. You could be like in that energy right now. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Or you could be the kind of person where you like to buy flowers for yourself, is what I'm picking up here. I'm going to show you the cards in a second. Okay, but if you look at this card right here, I don't even know, I feel like I'm not in the middle, excuse me. But yeah, if you look at this card right here, it looks like she's like taking care of flowers or something along those lines. So some of you guys, you might like to smoke, okay, or you might really like to spend time. For some reason, I see you guys like sitting on a balcony. So you could even be my kind of couple that likes to, I get the most beautiful pictures, like I get visions like crazy. Okay, I see you guys sitting on a balcony. Maybe you're gonna have a lot of pictures of you sitting on a balcony. I don't know if you have a beautiful balcony or they do. Okay, there's something about like you're gonna even have picnics on the balcony, is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, or like deep talks on the balcony. But you're looking at the stars, is what I'm seeing here. Or let me see, I'm getting vision, so let me get into it. What am I seeing here? I'm seeing someone playing volleyball. So I don't know if you are into that or if your future spouse is. Okay. I'm hearing jazz music. So you could be into jazz music, or they are. And I'm seeing pizza, like someone ordering pizza. So you could have just ordered pizza. You might be eating pizza right now. Okay. Let me see. For some of you guys, your future spouse could be an artist, because I'm seeing them like putting newspaper on the floor so that they don't fuck up the floor because they paint something. Okay, or this could be you. Something about like wrapping something in newspaper or putting newspaper on the floor so that you don't F something up. You could actually be in that energy right now where you are noticing that you are more drawn to like embrace the artist within you, like try things out, like buy your own canvas and like draw or something like that. Maybe even abstract art, like art that, you know, is abstract. Or maybe you have been super duper drawn to do-it-yourself projects lately, like a lot more than usual. But I feel like it is because your future spouse is that type of person. They like do-it-yourself projects, or they do paint. Okay, so it's kind of like you being drawn to that energy means that you are getting to know a new version of you, but it's also a reflection of your future spouse because that's who they are. Okay. Let me get a few more cards. So yeah, you're going to be the couple that is known to have like the cutest dates is what I'm picking up here. But again, there's something about like it's in nature, or it's like the perfect picture, or like you guys have like the perfect picture where there's a starry sky in the background, and like something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so people could feel like, oh my god, like you have the cutest pictures ever, or people maybe even try, maybe people are going to get inspiration or maybe even try to copy your pictures because they look cute or something like that. I don't know. Okay, let me get a few more cards. Yeah, let me get one more card here. What kind of couple would pile number 2 be with their true love and their future spouse? We have the Ace of Pentacles here. I'm hearing pillow mountain, so you could really like to have a lot of pillows on your bed. Is what I'm picking up here, or this might be your future spouse. Okay. Let me actually show you the cards first, okay? So we have the card here, sometimes I just watch you secretly and I feel so lucky, like when you sleep or from the window. Okay, we also have the kiss. We also have the card here, I will give you a hickey to let everybody know you're mine. I licked it, so it's mine. Okay, if your spouse is gonna be territorial, okay, they're gonna be like, I'm gonna let everybody know you're mine. Okay, so you might be my kind of couple where you always have a hickey or something like that, or you sometimes have a hickey. We're gonna talk about this in a second, okay? But people are like, yeah, they probably had like a fun night, or their weekend was probably wild because you're walking around with a hickey or whatever, or something like that. Or your future spouse is walking around with a hickey. Maybe they really enjoy that you give them hickeys. Okay, because I'm seeing your friends like saying like, don't cover it up, I can see it anyway, or like something like that. It says, then we have the card here, thank you for healing me. You're like water, you soothe my aching soul and heal my body. Okay. Interesting. Give me a moment, guys, okay? Because I pick up the energy of snow. Basically, I'm being brought to Avatar, Katara. Isn't she from like a tribe that is like in a very super cold climate? I don't know, because I'm gonna be honest, I'd never really watched Avatar like thoroughly, you know, but for some reason like my spirit guides talk to me through the TV show. I don't know, but for some reason I'm being brought to Katara. Okay, you could be native Indian, or you could come from like a indigenous, I'm being brought to indigenous energy, like an indigenous tribe, for some very odd reason. Or you might be from a country where there's like a lot of snow, or you have super cold winters is what I'm picking up here. I'm seeing ice skating or figure skating, I think you say. Okay, I'm hearing the name Kevin. I don't know, I'm really channeling in your reading, so please don't mind me. It's just like random stuff coming through here, okay? You could be connected to pile number 3, I'm not gonna lie. But only if you feel in your soul that you maybe have more than one pile. Maybe the number generator told you that you have more than one pile, or your spirit guides told you you have more than one pile. You might be connected to pile number 3. Okay. But if I look at this card right here, for some reason I pick up like the energy of water, but also the energy of ice. And I'm seeing like Katara. in like a super icy place or like a super cold place. Like, isn't Nebraska like a super cold place with mountains and stuff like that? Please don't quote me on that. I'm also reading Aspen. Okay. You might be like my kind of couple that likes to go to ski vacations or like vacations in the mountains. Okay, maybe even like a retreat center, or like a, how do you call it? Like a hotel that is like off-grid. In Mexico, in Japan, like something about like off-grid vacations or off-grid hotels is what I'm picking up here. I'm also doing Four Seasons Hotel. Okay, but yeah, let me show you the cards first. Then we have, how deep is our bond if that's all it takes for you to be gone? You could have chosen the POW in the last Future Spouse pick a card reading where I was singing, come in, sit down, let me elevate your appetite, any flavor you want, and the selection is the tasty kind, but you're delicious on your own. I think it was POW number 2 as well, where what was the reading called? I don't even remember. Something about where your future spouse is going to cook for you or something like that. You could have chosen that POW, okay? So yeah, coming back to that nature energy here, again, I just feel like you're going to be my kind of couple that is known to like, you're going to be the couple that likes to travel. I don't feel like you're traveling a lot, like all the time, but you might have like every year you travel somewhere where it's like maybe a little bit off grid, almost as if you both feel like you need a break from society. And that's why you might not even go to like places that are super crowded. For some reason I pick up like a vineyard. Like I pick up you going to a place where you taste the wine. But then you also look at like I'm seeing a lavender meadow or like a lavender like field. I see something about skiing or like snowboarding. I'm seeing something about like you walking in snow, okay, together. You might be my kind of couple that likes to travel around Christmas season, okay. Something about where you're gonna be the kind of couple like where people know like, oh yeah, POW number 2 and her baby, they're like traveling like every Christmas or every other Christmas or something like that. Or they're like, yeah, there's something about like you're gonna be known to like go to a place, like people are gonna know like, yeah, POW number 2 always goes to France, you know, this is like my French couple, even though you're not French, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like, yeah, they always go to France or they always go to Aspen around Christmas or something like that, okay. It's like you're gonna be the couple that sometimes needs a break or likes to go to places that are a little bit isolated, is what I'm picking up here. Or you're gonna be the couple that is known to like meditate together, is what I'm picking up here. Or that you both sometimes get overstimulated and you need a break from society. Like you both need a break from society, or you both need a break from the city life, is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, let me actually get one more card over here. Now, now I'm hearing the song. Come in, sit down, let me elevate your appetite, any flavor you want, and the selection is the tasty kind, but you're also the kind of couple, can I be honest? I'm just gonna show you the card, okay? You're gonna put 2 and 2 together. Look at this card right here. It says unprotected sex, okay? And like I'm seeing you guys here like, okay, let me show you the, can I show the other card? I mean, I can blur it out. Here it says drink up. Okay, again, we're going to talk about the sexy energy on Patreon, but if you look at it, like, there's something about like you're gonna be the kind of couple. Some people are gonna find it cringe, okay? Like, I'm hearing some people like saying, ooh, that's cringe or whatever, but who gives a shit, okay? But I'm seeing you're gonna be the kind of couple that likes to feed each other strawberries or something like that. But again, I feel like it's like in a park or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, or you're feeding him grapes or she's feeding you grapes, you know? Like that cliche picture of like a king being fed grapes or something like that. Or they're gonna put like chocolate covered strawberries in your mouth. They could literally, the reason could actually literally be because they are a cook, okay? So someone here is cooking, it's either you or them. So you could even be the kind of couple where there's something about like super freaking delicious food, like the freshest banana bread, the most delicious banana bread, the most delicious cinnamon buns or whatever, and you're eating them on a hill and the sun is setting or something like that, okay? And there's a jazz music playing in the background. That's the energy that is coming through here, okay? Something about like people could see your chemistry between the two of you with the way that you feed each other food. Okay, or like, I don't know, here babe, take a bite or something like that. Like, I don't know, something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or you both might get turned on by each other when you like eat. Like you might see him like licking his lips and you're like, how about you lick me, you know? And they're gonna watch you like, I don't know, eat a banana and stuff like that. I don't know, something like that is what I'm picking up here. You could both be foodies is what I'm picking up here, or something along those lines, okay? Or something about like, yeah, that's my boyfriend, he's a sexy cook, you know? That's what I'm picking up here. Or she's like a sexy cook. That's the vibe that is coming through here, okay? This could already be like how people perceive your chemistry, okay? Something about like your chemistry has something to do with like cooking and being in the kitchen, sexy energy in the kitchen or something like that, or sexy energy while picnicking when you guys are eating, okay? Yeah. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? For example, like if they bake bread and they like, you know, knit the dough and you watch him knitting it, and they could be knitting something, they could be doing those motions with like something else. Okay, oh my god, I need to stop. Let me calm down. Okay. Another thing that I'm picking up here with you guys is that you're gonna be the couple where, I don't know if it's you or if it's your future spouse. I feel like it is your future spouse that is gonna get a little bit jealous, because we have the card here, I'm jealous, pissed, and triggered, okay? So for some of you guys, you're gonna be the kind of couple where you're very territorial over each other, okay? Or sometimes it's visible that either you are jealous or that your future spouse is jealous, you know? Like maybe the people around you are going to know you, like your look, the look in your eyes, like when you get jealous or something like that. Because I feel like this could be like people that are really gonna be like close friends or acquaintances, that the perspective from them is what I'm picking up here, okay? And I see something about like where you're both very territorial over each other, and there could be situations where either you sometimes get jealous or your future spouse sometimes gets jealous, okay? Gets jealous. You know what the funny thing is though? The way that jealousy is gonna come out, okay? Because I feel like for most of you guys, it could be your future spouse or like being the masculine. Like I feel like the masculine is gonna get jealous, but it doesn't have to be, okay? It could also be the other way around. But let me tell you something. I pick up the strong energy here where every time your future spouse is jealous, instead of like being mad or whatever, or throwing a temper tantrum, they like to buy you flowers, or they like to, it's kind of like the energy where your future spouse feels like every time they get jealous, every time they see someone like appreciating your beauty or like appreciating something or like complimenting you, they feel like they have to show even more appreciation for you. So every time they see someone like coming your way and like appreciating you or something like that, they feel like, yeah, I know I know how to appreciate her more. Like every time they get jealous, next day they come to you with a bouquet of flowers, with cookies that they baked for you, or every time they get jealous, they like to do something, like maybe they like to buy you a gift, or there's something about where they feel like, as long as I show pile number 2 that I appreciate her and that I see what a blessing she is, what a blessing he is, nobody can steal pile number 2 away from me. So every time they do get jealous, they're gonna be like over the top with like buying you flowers, or I don't know, something about like buying you a little gift, or baking or cooking for you is what I'm picking up here, okay? So yeah, you could be the kind of couple where you like to make each other a lot of gifts. Like people are gonna see like you like gift giving, or you give each other a lot of gifts or something like that, or you appreciate each other a lot. Like there's no month that passes by where you don't show each other that you appreciate each other. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? Something about you always have fresh flowers on your counter in your home because your boyfriend brought it to you, or you always have like fresh baked cookies because your girlfriend brought them to you. It's like when people come over, they can see like there's always flowers, or there's always like fresh baked cookies, or like there's always something on the counter that shows like, oh, you know, like I don't know, like I'm appreciated, or my baby appreciates me, or like my man or my woman appreciates me. That's what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. Okay, but yeah, this could be like happening every time your future spouse is jealous. Okay, so instead of like being mad or like fighting somebody or whatever, they're the type of person to buy you flowers. Okay, they're the type of person to like they're gonna think about something like, we're kind of like, they're going to be in competition with like, I appreciate her more than you, or I appreciate him more than you. Does that make sense? So you can never steal her away from me. You can never steal him away from me, because look at the big bouquet that I bought her. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here so strongly. They're going to be a little bit territorial, okay? But again, the way that they express it is very healthy, right? It's just for them like a reminder to appreciate you. That's how they're gonna perceive that feeling of like, hey, I'm actually kind of jealous right now. That's the vibe that is coming through here, okay? But again, you could also be my kind of couple that is known to meditate together. Okay, so you're gonna probably be known for like being very zen, or being in the zen energy as a couple. Like this is the zen couple, this is the relaxed, the calm couple is what I'm picking up here, because they meditate together or something like that. Or again, like you go to retreats, or you go to places that are not so crowded, like away from the city, and every time you come back from that retreat or from that vacation, you look so relaxed and so calm, you know. That's the vibe that is coming through you, because I also feel a very relaxed and calm energy in your reading, okay? You could also be my couple where you're a little bit slow. You could be my couple that is known for slow living, like doing things slowly, or taking your time, maybe getting married, or taking your time having a child, or something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Something about like where you do everything in a very relaxed energy is what I'm picking up here, or like in a very calm zen type of energy, like there's no rush, okay? And yeah, you guys are gonna be known to like be a couple that doesn't rush. You're like, you enjoy the present moment, you enjoy the sunset, the sunrise, you enjoy nature, you smell the roses, okay? You enjoy like organic food is what I'm picking up here too. Like, oh my god, taste those blueberries, like they're fresh, they're so good, you know. Or picking like mushrooms in a forest is what I'm picking up here too, okay? And then cooking with those mushrooms, and they taste freaking fantastic. Okay, that's the vibe that is coming through here. You're gonna be known to be a couple that enjoys the finer things in life, or enjoys like, yeah, enjoys life, enjoys the finer things in life. I'm hearing, I love it when my life's like this, I love it when my life's like this, my life's like this, I love it when my life's like this. It's like, the song is called Love Life by 𝑑𝑜𝑗a 𝑐at. Good vibrations. Yeah, people are gonna feel like you have good vibrations, or you have good energy. Okay, you have like very high vibrations, or very high, like a very high vibe to you as a couple, okay? Or you might always look high, or you might literally be high, okay? Because I also see you guys like watching the birds or something like that. You might even be my couple where you sometimes don't even speak. For example, you guys are with other people outside, and there's like silence between the two of you, but it's not awkward silence. It's kind of like the silence of like, I'm so at peace with myself, my surroundings, my man, my woman, that me being speechless is just a sign of me being happy. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here. Like there's nothing to add to this moment. It's everything, you know. And then you lay in his lap, or they lay in your lap. Okay, That's the vibe that is coming through, because I feel so sleepy in your reading. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. Okay, which is funny because look at the card that came out for you guys. I have to like blur it out, but look at that. Okay. You're gonna be the couple that is relaxed, and you also relax other people is what I'm picking up here. For some reason I also pick up you guys kissing in an elevator. I don't know why. Maybe you're gonna have like a sexy picture in an elevator. You could be known for like, I don't know, taking pictures in an elevator. I don't know why. Or maybe you live in a apartment building where there is an elevator, or your future spouse, and maybe you're gonna do some stuff in the elevator, so people are gonna know like you have freaky stories in an elevator, or you have pictures in an elevator, or you always post stories on Instagram kissing in an elevator, or I don't know, something like that is what I'm, for some reason I'm being brought to those people that always take pictures in an elevator, and every day they have a different outfit on. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. You're also gonna be the couple that is hosting game nights, okay, or like something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing this as well. Okay, you could even be known to live in a really nice neighborhood, like, oh my god, pile number 2, and then if you just post they live like in a nice neighborhood. It's so beautiful there. They have like the most beautiful garden or park like around the corner. That's what I'm picking up here too. Okay, let's see. What kind of couple would pile number 2 be? How would people perceive you? Okay, just a side note, if you know this is you, then take it. If you don't take it. For some of you guys, you could have recovered from some type of addiction. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. So for some of you guys, you could be like a recovered addict. Not for everybody and their mama, but I'm seeing this here for some of you guys. Or maybe the both of you, you have people in your family tree that fell victim to addiction. And I'm hearing this is not repetition, this is evolution. So you might even be the kind of couple where you're going to be known for being the sober couple that doesn't drink, because, or you don't do any like crazy stuff, or you maybe even stop smoking once you are in this connection, because you don't want to continue something that already happened with previous like ancestors, or like previous like people in your family tree, kind of like where there's some type of addiction that is running in your family or in their family, or the both of you. So you both might be like the sober couples, what I'm picking up here as well. Like you have fun without drinking or something like that, or you're drinking orange juice and banana juice instead of like instead of like beer or whatever. Okay, nothing wrong with drinking beer. I'm just saying that's what I'm picking up here for some of you guys, okay? Not for all of you, but this just came through very strongly. Okay, but yeah, for others of you, you're gonna be the kind of couple you sometimes get overstimulated, so you might sometimes leave early when you are at a gathering because you're overstimulated, or sometimes like there's too much noises, or the city is too much for you is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, you're also gonna be the kind of couple where again, I already feel like I'm transitioning into like how people will see your chemistry between the two of you. Because I pick up a strong, yeah, we have feeling family issues here. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. There's something about where you both are a little bit traumatized from something that was running in your family, or something that you feel like has been repeated over and over again. You saw it with your grandma, you saw it with your mom or your dad, and you're like, nah, I don't want to repeat this, you know? So you're going to be the kind of couple, you're going to be known for breaking like a generational cycle, like a karmic cycle. Okay, I don't know what that means in particular. Okay, this could even be this could even have something to do with where you both grew up in a neighborhood that was like so bad for you, for your development as a child or as a teenager. Okay, so you're gonna be like known for like making it out of like, I don't know, a place that is really damaging, either mentally or physically or emotionally. Okay, but this was going on for decades and years, and like in your family tree. Oh man, I just picked something up here. Again, if it's your message, take it. If it doesn't, don't take it, and don't worry about it, okay? Because readings are just here to confirm your intuition, okay? So if it doesn't feel like it's connected to your intuition, then don't take it. For some of you guys, I pick up an energy here. You might have gone through a you might have lost a child, or maybe you've had fertility issues in a previous relationship, is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay. And I pick up a strong energy here, pile number 2. You could be, as a couple, people will feel like when they see you and your future spouse, they're going to feel like you are finally in a healthy relationship that maybe allows you to be more fertile, because maybe you were not fertile because you were stressed in a past relationship, or maybe they were stressed in a past relationship. Because I pick up like an energy here of a pregnancy not going all the way through, like there was some type of like issues, and like I pick up the energy here of like a couple trying and trying and trying until it finally works. I actually saw a short recently, like not recently, but where you saw like men starting to cry because their wife finally got pregnant after a couple of times trying. So that's what I'm picking up here as well, okay? Something about like where you're gonna be known for like maybe having like a miracle baby, because again, if you have fertility issues, that's what I'm picking up here maybe, okay? Just for some of you guys. Or this could be like an energy where people are going to feel like you chose the right man or the right woman to be your baby mama or to be your baby daddy, and like they're gonna become your future husband or future wife, right? But maybe you're gonna have a child before you're gonna get married. Not for everybody and their mama, but you might be known for like choosing the right man or the right woman, where maybe in your past you maybe tried to have a child with someone and that person was not fit to be a dad or a mom. Or maybe there's like a long history of like a dysfunctional family, like where the dad is a deadbeat father or the mom is like unfit, or like something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? There's something about like you're gonna be known as a couple because people around you as well as people around your future spouse are going to feel this way, like you chose the right person to have a child with. I don't know why. So maybe you're going to give mommy or daddy vibes, or you're going to give like the vibes of like the only thing that is missing with you guys is a child. Like you're both so like your character screams like you're going to be good parents, or like you're supposed to have a child or something along those lines. Not for everybody, again, and their mama, but that's what I'm picking up here. People are going to feel like, yeah, the only thing that is missing with you guys is a child. Like not missing, but kind of like you chose the right man or the right woman to have a child with. I don't know why I'm hearing that, okay? Maybe when you talk to your friends, they're going to be like, yeah, your man is probably going to be a good dad. Like they're going to notice from the way that you talk about your future spouse that they're going to be a good dad or a good mom, okay? That's what I'm picking up here. Maybe they have a lot of knowledge. Maybe they like to lead. Maybe they like to guide people, like your future spouse, okay? Let's see. What kind of couple will pile number 2 be with their true love and their future spouse? Yeah, there's something about music. For some of you guys, you could play an instrument, or maybe your future spouse plays an instrument, is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay. But yeah, I'm also seeing like street music, or like someone playing music, and then again you're sitting on this meadow. I feel like you're gonna spend a lot of time in nature. Like you're gonna be sunbathing, stargazing, moon gazing, sun gazing, whatever. Okay, you're gonna be picking flowers, and like you're gonna be picking mushrooms, and like something like that. I'm hearing, do you say fresh caught or wild caught fish? I'm seeing an organic food market. I'm seeing you guys getting like fresh fruits and vegetables or like a super fresh fish. Is what I'm picking up here as well. Someone here could be pescatarian maybe. Okay. Fathers of you, what I'm picking up here very, very strongly as a couple, people are also gonna feel like you always share everything. Like instead of like getting a drink by yourself, you might be getting a drink together. Okay, so you could be the kind of couple that shares everything. Like you share your drink, but you also share like your plate. Like if you order something, it's not like I eat something and you eat something. Now you eat from the same plate or you drink from the same like cup is what I'm picking up here too. Okay. You might even be the kind of couple like you listen to the same music, kind of like where you're gonna have like one part of the headphone in and they're gonna have the other part of the headphone in, and you're gonna listen to like the same podcast or the same song or something like that is what I'm picking up here as well. Or you're gonna read the same book. There's something about like you're gonna do a lot of things together. Okay. You might not necessarily be the kind of couple that sometimes needs alone time. And yeah, I also feel like you're gonna be the kind of couple where people are gonna see that there's like chemistry between the two of you, or that you really like each other, that you're really meant for each other, that you really are satisfied. I'm hearing the song, said I am satisfied with you. Said I am satisfied with. I'm gonna put the song down in the description box, but it's like a very slow moving song. It's exactly the energy that is coming through here, but in the song it says, it's like I'm looking at the sun in the morning when I lay my eyes on you. And you can be the light in my life, spiritual guide. And I've been looking for a witness, so I wanna put myself in this. Okay. The way people are going to see like your sexy energy or like your chemistry is that you always look at each other from across the room. Okay. You know how when you like look at someone, like when you have a crush, you're gonna act like you still have a crush on each other. Pile number 2. Even after you've been together for quite some time, for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years, whatever, whoever, because I see like, let's say for example you guys are somewhere together and or maybe you guys are in a coffee shop, at a restaurant, maybe your boyfriend is going to the cashier desk to pay, or is ordering something, or he's taking a call, he has to go out for a couple of minutes. There's something about like you guys still staring at each other. There's like this, you're gonna be, if people didn't know, they would think that you just met or that you have a crush on each other, because you're gonna be like staring at each other from across the room. Like instead of being like focused on ordering the drink or like taking the call or whatever he has to do or you have to do, you're like still like staring at each other from across the room. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you look at him, he looks at you. Or this could even be an energy where maybe you are like a little bit busy, right? You have to do something, you're looking for something in your bag, or you have to talk to your girls in the corner about something, and if your spouse is gonna sit there and he's gonna look at you like this, you know, like doing your own thing, like they're gonna watch you doing your own thing, and people are gonna see like, yeah, he's staring at her as if he like never saw her before, or as if he has like a crush on her, and like he has to like figure out like a plan how to get her. But you're gonna look at your future spouse as well, like you're gonna be sitting there and he's doing something, you're staring at him like, you know, like he's so sexy. As if you have a crush on him, and that's how people will know like, yeah, there's something going on between the two of you, or like you're really into each other, because the way you stare at each other, I don't know, it looks like you're hungry, it looks like you didn't eat okay, in a couple of years, and you're hungry. It looks like you're out for a hunt. Like I see like a lion preying on like an antelope, or I don't know if you say antelope, like on a zebra or whatever. Okay, it's like you're gonna be staring at each other like across the room, and people are gonna notice it, people are gonna clock it, okay, if that makes sense. Okay, just like that energy right here. Okay, you might be doing something and he's staring at you, or you might be doing something wait, your future spouse might be doing something and they're staring at you. So people are gonna catch you staring at your future spouse as if you've never seen him before and you're like, you want him right now. Okay, or the other way around. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, or people are going to catch you like staring at each other, smiling, but again, it's like you're doing something and your future spouse looks at you and he's like smiling and he's like so in love, smiling, and people are gonna see it, you know. That's what I'm picking up here. That's how people would know. There's something about like looking at each other from across the room. Yep, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, and then maybe your future spouse is also clock. He's not the only one looking at you, and that's when he's gonna get mad. But again, like he's transforming that into, let me show my appreciation to you. Okay, let me buy you flowers. Let me, I don't know, give you a hickey. You know, let me bake banana bread for you. Okay, let me catch a fish and cook it for you, you know. Something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, that's the vibe that is coming through here. Let me get one more card. Oh yeah, we already talked about this. There's also something about, you could be my couple where you could be known for something that you do in winter season. So you might be hosting Christmas, like in the future. You're going to be like the couple that likes to host Christmas parties, or you could be the kind of couple, because pile number 3 was summer season. Your reading feels like winter. So maybe you're going to be known for like hosting, I don't know, like Christmas parties or New Year's Eve parties, just for some of you guys, not for all of you. Okay, something about where you're going to be like, there's going to be a lot of like attention on you as a couple in winter season. Maybe you're going to get pregnant in winter season. Maybe you're going to announce maybe you're going to give birth to a child in winter season. So it's all going to be all about you. Do you know what I mean? Like something about winter season is going to be significant. Like maybe your child is going to come in winter season, or you're going to get pregnant in winter season. People are like, oh my God, pile number 2 is pregnant. And it's like winter. So the winter is going to be about you, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here. Okay. What kind of couple will pile number? Oh my God. I cannot make this up. This is exactly what I saw in the beginning of your reading. Did I not tell you I see like a sunset or a sunrise, but it was like super deeply orange. Okay, we have July here, so you could be born in July. Your future spouse could be born in the month of July. Maybe you're gonna meet your future spouse in July. Not for everybody and their mama, okay? Because I have an owl here. Did I not talk about how you guys are gonna watch birds? Maybe it's your favorite animal. Oh shit. Maybe it's your favorite animal, or it's your future spouse's favorite animal. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Or something about like owls. Maybe you have been seeing owls. Maybe just a confirmation from your spirit, guys. Okay. Oh damn, is someone thinking about me? Don't you say, like, if you have a hiccup, do you say hiccup? Someone is thinking about you. Okay, maybe someone is thinking about you right now, pile number 2. Or maybe you could even be the kind of couple where every time you do have a hiccup, you are about to get a call from your future spouse or something like that. Like, yeah, every time I get a hiccup, usually he calls me or she calls me. I don't know, just for some of you guys. Okay, let's see. What kind of couple will pile number 2 be? Okay, we have stepping into new experience, into a new experience. And then we have a mule here. I'm hearing Moscow mule, so maybe for some of you guys, you could be Russian. But Moscow mule is also like a cocktail, you know. You're gonna be known as a couple. I also pick up a strong energy here where you could very naturally become a little bit like each other, or start to look a little bit like each other. Kind of like where you're both gonna start to have the same taste in the way that you dress. Like you might even unknowingly buy something very similar. Is what I'm picking up here too, especially in the beginning of your connection. So people are gonna feel like, yeah, you're morphing into each other, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and there could be a moment in your connection where you're gonna feel like, I love being with you, but I have to also find my own identity, you know. So yeah, you could be my kind of couple where people are noticing that you're morphing into each other, but you are not losing yourself. Like you're gonna like catch it or clock it or notice like, hey, I feel like I wanna work on something individually or by myself, and like also get to know the me that I am when I'm not with you. Like I also want to have a relationship with myself, you know. So people are going to notice, like, first of all, that you're morphing into each other. It's going to happen very naturally, but then you're also going to like catch it. Like you're the kind of couple where you don't lose yourself in that relationship, you know, or you don't lose your own identity in that relationship. That's what people will notice, okay, that this doesn't happen. Whereas maybe with other people it does happen, or you don't neglect your friends just because you are in a relationship. That's what I'm picking up here too. Okay, because I pick up a strong energy here of like someone noticing that they're so here I also feel like you're going to be the kind of couple where people will know you for not changing. What I mean by that is I feel like I need something. I talk so much that, oh my god, I think my body posture or like the way that I sit was like not proper anyway. Who gives a damn? But I also pick up the energy of like you're gonna be known as a couple for not changing. Something about like you always stay the same, but not in a bad way. This is like the energy of like something always stays the same with you. I don't know what that means. We might have to get one more card here. It's like you don't change, or yeah, okay, Father Sophia, there could be an energy of like, again, this whole thing of like morphing into each other is going to happen very naturally. But I also pick up like you as a couple, people are going to feel like maybe in a past relationship you changed a lot. You adapted your personality to another person's personality, almost to the point where you kind of were not yourself anymore. Or I don't know, people might have noticed that they disconnect from you when you are in a relationship, or maybe like that's something that your future spouse experienced. And because I also feel like there's going to be like this people noticing that even though you are in a relationship and even though you are starting to morph a little bit into each other, you're still you still don't change. There's certain things that don't change about you. So this is kind of like a relationship that doesn't change you, but in the best way possible, if that makes sense, okay? I'm hearing finally you found somebody that accepts you for you, where you don't have to like change if you don't want to, or you don't have to change like certain things about you that are beautiful. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Yeah. People are going to talk about like finally you found somebody that accepts you for you, where you don't feel like you need to change. Let me get one more card. What kind of couple will pile number 2 be with their true love in their future spouse? Again, we're going to go to the extended very soon. You could also be spending a lot of time by water. So you could be the couple that is always at a lake, always at a pond, always at an ocean. Up very strongly. For some reason, I'm gonna be honest, I really feel like there's something going on with someone's parents or grandparents being addicts, or like some type of addiction. I don't know what that means, okay guys? Maybe this is something that your future spouse is gonna open up to you about, like why they're so strict with certain things, because like they don't want to become like their dad or their mom. That's what I'm picking up here too. I keep hearing this is not repetition, this is evolution. Okay. Let's get one more card. Then we're going to go to the extended pile number 2, okay? By the way, you might also see the angel number 333 a lot. Okay, or someone, maybe the angel number 333 has something to do with your future spouse, or maybe you're gonna see this angel number as a couple actually together, okay? I also feel like you're gonna be my kind of couple that cries together and they laugh together. So you might even sometimes have like very deep conversations where you literally cry together and release like the pressure. Yeah, I'm hearing, I care about you, baby, baby, more than you ever know, more than you ever know. Please do not drive me crazy, crazy, unless you're gonna go with me. No pressure, no pressure, I know you're real. Yeah, there's something about, you might be my kind of couple where you sometimes like literally have like conversations where you release tears together, okay? Or you release like, you might literally release some type of like trauma in your family tree. I don't know what that means, pile number 2, okay? When the sun rises, there's no compromising, I know. Let's get one more card. What kind of couple would pile number 2 be with their true love and their future spouse? Yeah, that's exactly what I felt. I cannot show you the card here, where I'm going to show it to you on Patreon, okay? But it says, I want to change, please be patient with me. And then it says, feeling very honest today, deep conversations. That's exactly what I was just tapping into, okay? Yeah, you're gonna be like naked. You might even be my kind of couple that likes to like run into like the ocean naked or something like that, or you really enjoy being naked. That's what I'm picking up here too. Or something about like art, but nude art, like art but from naked people, like something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or yeah, you're gonna be the kind of couple like that is known to like sleep naked, or like you might be talking to your friends about like, yeah, sleeping naked is like healthy or whatever, or I don't know, like having conversations naked. Like I'm hearing birthday suit, okay? I literally see the energy of Adam and Eve where they're like both naked in the garden. Bitch, what the hell? Oh my gosh, that's the energy that's coming through here, okay? And they don't hide anything from each other, completely naked. I don't know, that's the vibe that is coming through here. Maybe you're both gonna be like the religious couple, like because I brought up Adam and Eve, okay? Or again, you like to walk around naked, like in each other's apartment or something like that. Or maybe when your friends like come over, or like an acquaintance comes over, you're usually naked and you have to say like, wait, you know, I have to put something on. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here too. Like they always catch you being naked, like you have to put something on and they have to wait or something like that when they come over. Or like if there's like somebody coming over like spontaneously, you're usually naked. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know I don't know what that means, okay? So pile number 2, overall, I feel like you're gonna be the couple that is always stargazing, always sun gazing, always bathing in moonlight, you know, where you're always somewhere and you're soaking up the sun, or you're soaking up the moonlight, or like romantic walks in moonlight, or you're laying on a meadow looking at the stars, you know, something like that, where you're gonna be like so happy as a couple in nature. Like you have the most beautiful pictures in nature as a couple, like they look picture perfect, okay? I think I'm gonna talk about this in the extended, okay? But I'm seeing like Adam and Eve in a garden, almost as if it looks like paradise, like Adam and Eve in a garden. Again, we're going to talk about this in the extended, okay? But this is what this to me feels like, okay? Yeah, now I'm seeing even like water, like where you're like in the bikini. So yeah, there's something about like you have the most beautiful pictures on the beach, or you have the most beautiful pictures like just in general, like somewhere in nature, okay? Kind of like you have romantic dates where you look at shooting stars or something like that, or you have like really beautiful like dates on a balcony looking at the stars, or soaking up the sun, or But yeah, overall, you're gonna be like my couple that is known to be very calm, very zen, always in a meditative energy, never really stressed, because you both meditate, or you both sometimes need a break from like the hustle and bustle. Like you're both very slow living people. Like you don't like to rush or like run around. Like you like to do things slowly. So people are gonna know like, yeah, pile number 2 probably is like overstimulated, that's why they're not responding, or they probably are not coming because they're overstimulated. So people could know that you both get overstimulated very easily. Or something about your social battery, something about where your social battery gets empty very easily, or something like that. Or you don't necessarily like crowds, you know. So it's kind of like, if people want to have like a really calm, relaxed day, they would go and meet up with you as a couple. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. But yeah, you're going to be known for like meditating together, opening up each other's chakras is what I'm picking up here. Okay, pile number 2, people might also view your relationship as the artist and the muse. So if your future spouse does anything artistic, they will see you in your future spouse's art. Okay, or they will see your future spouse in your art. Okay, you might even be like, this might even be digital art, it doesn't have to be like a canvas or whatever, but I do see you guys going to a park, a garden, a meadow, somewhere in nature, on a hill, and you're painting stuff, you know, and the sun is shining on you. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. So yeah, you might be known for like having the cutest like dates in nature. That's what I'm picking up here. Or like the cutest dates in, or the most relaxing, calming dates in like nature. So you always look like refreshed. You're going to look really refreshed as a couple, like you just came from a spa retreat. That's going to be your energy, you know. A lot of times when people meet up with you, or when people look at you, you look so relaxed, so calm. Even if you might be in the midst of like a crowd that is super stressed, you're like super freaking calm. Like that's what I'm picking up here. Okay. So yeah, you could also be the kind of couple where people see that you're both in a park, painting something, or maybe even writing. For some of you guys, you might even go to a park or a garden to journal together, is what I'm picking up here too for some of you guys. Okay, because you both feel like you need it. Like you both need to like sometimes be in a cave and just meditate, or just, you know, like write or journal or like paint to kind of like stay sane, because you could be sometimes feeling like you're losing your grip because the world is there's too much going on, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and I also pick up something about love letters. Okay, there's something about because I'm seeing an image of like a man traveling across the sea, and he's sending a love letter to his woman, because like he's traveling and they didn't have cell phones, you know. So there could literally be an energy where you're going to be known to have like an old school love, like something is very old school about you as a couple. Like you could remind people of like an old school love movie. Okay, maybe even the way that you dress is very old school. Okay, so you're gonna look like an old school love couple, or something is very old school about you, the way that you met. Or there's also something about where the way your future spouse is going to tell you that he loves you or that she loves you is going to be so romantic. Okay, people are going to talk about like, oh my god, I hope my future partner is going to confess their love to me just like your partner, or just like your wife or husband, you know. Because I'm picking up something about like if you're just about traveling overseas. For some of you guys, it could be a long distance relationship. It doesn't have to be. I don't pick that up necessarily. I pick up maybe if your spouse has to travel here and there, but every time they travel, they send you like the most beautiful text messages ever. Like, I don't know, like always reminding you. Yeah, there's something about like always reminding you of like how they fell in love with you the first time you guys met. Like they send a text message to you like, hey babe, I just got to the other airport. I just wanted to let you know, like, I love you so much, and like I still remember the day I met you, and like I'm hearing, it was such a mellow day when you walked by. It was such a mellow day. Okay, it's kind of like they always remind you of like how much they love you, and how much like you turn them on, you know. There's something about I feel like your friends are going to be like, oh my god, I wish my boyfriend texted me all the time, or I wish my boyfriend like sent me these cute text messages, or my girlfriend sent me these cute text messages. There's something about like when they send you text messages, these are like little love letters. That's what this feels like to me here. Okay, they're going to be like, hey babe, you know, can't wait to like look into your eyes, like I already missed them, or something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but again, it has something to do with them traveling, okay, or being away for a couple of days or something like that, in case they do have to travel here and there. That's what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. Okay, people are gonna be like, yeah, I want my man to like send me text messages like that too, you know. Or yeah, maybe people are gonna know that your future spouse has like smooth words when they text, like they make people melt, where your future spouse makes people melt with the way that they send you text messages. They're so cute, so like, I don't know, full of love, you know. Okay, they're gonna be like, I don't know, just letting you know, like, and this could also be another thing where they maybe are jealous, so they feel like they have to send you love letters here and there. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here too. They're gonna be like, yeah, let me tell her how much I love her and how much she turns me on and how much I love her body, you know, just to remind her like, yeah, I'm her man and she doesn't need any other man. Okay, he doesn't need any other woman. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, there's something about love letters or like a text message that is so cute that make people melt, where people are like, oh my god, that is so cute, or like, oh my god, that is so romantic, you know. Something like that is what I'm picking up. So if it's not a love letter, maybe they're going to write a love letter to you around Valentine's Day, your birthday, or something like that. But if it's not that, it might be like a long text message where they tell you how much they love you and how much like you mean the world to them, or like, yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, or like little cards. Yeah, a card with a bouquet of flowers. That's what I'm picking up here. But this could be happening quite often, or yeah, something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, because I even see you like collecting those letters or collecting those postcards. And then I see like you giving it to your children and they read it, you know, and then they like feel like, oh my god, I want an old school love like that, you know, like my mom and my dad, or like my grandma. That's what I'm picking up here. Pound number 2. Okay, pound number 2, I'm gonna go to the extended now. Okay, again, we're gonna tap into what kind of sexy couple you will be. So how will people like feel your chemistry, or feel the chemistry between the two of you in a sexy way? So if you are interested in that, the link is going to be down in the description box. If not, I'm going to see my next one. Subscribe, like, leave a comment if you feel like you want to see like something from a future spouse, from the future spouse series. Let me know. Again, you can join me on Patreon. The link is down in the description box. I don't know if I just said that because I feel like I'm in a daze. Like, you might be my dreamy couple where you always daydream, or you always like, there's like a dreamy vibe around you. Okay, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading, guys. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a future spouse pick a card reading, but we're going to look at what kind of couple you're going to be with your true love and your future spouse. Meaning, we're going to look at it from a perspective of an outsider looking at you as a couple, but I might also switch perspectives between like what kind of couple you really are versus maybe how people perceive you, if that makes sense. Okay, or what you're going to be known for as a couple. This reading is going to have an extended, and in the extended, first of all, the link is going to be down in the description box. This reading is going to have an extended, and in the extended we're going to look at what kind of sexy couple you're going to be. So what is kind of like your sexy chemistry or the sexy energy between the two of you as a couple, possibly from an outside perspective, what people will notice, okay, when you are like sexy with each other. Or but again, also maybe how other people perceive you as a couple, like when you are like sexy or flirtatious with each other, what they notice. Okay, if that makes sense. Pile number 3, the first thing that I have to tell you, okay, is that in the extended, because I'm not going to do this here because I don't want this energy to take over, your spirit guides and your ancestors, like God, the universe, whoever you connect to, told me that there's an additional message in the extended. So again, we're going to talk about like what kind of couple you will be, but there's some type of energy that your spirit guides want to talk about when it comes to your future spouse. if you guys are new to my channel, I sometimes do readings that are called what you need to know before you meet your true love and your future spouse, okay? And I'm picking up a strong energy here that in the extended, your spirit guides want to talk about something that you need to know before you meet your true love and your future spouse, because the cards that came out, okay, said important information, because there's some weird ass energy here, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the heck is going on here? Like, I'm trying to do this reading for pile number 3, but I feel like there's like something else, like it doesn't even have anything to do with the topic, but it's like your spirit guides and your ancestors coming through that there's some type of important information that we're going to talk about when it comes to like what you need to know before you meet your true love and your future spouse, because the card, a message from your spirit guides, also came out. So in the extent, we're going to look at what kind of sexy couple you will be, or like the sexy energy between the two of you and how other people perceive you as a couple, okay? But also there's going to be like a what you need to know before you meet your true love and your future spouse type of message in the extended, okay? Because I don't want this to take over the reading, because we're going to talk about what kind of couple you will be, but there's something like your spirit guides really want to talk to you. There could even be an energy where the reason why it's so important for you to get some type of information right now as you click on this reading is because maybe you are very close to meeting your true love and your future spouse. Does that make sense? Because to me, this feels like your spirit guides really want to talk to you, or your ancestors really want to talk to you before you meet your future spouse. That's what this feels like to me. I'm gonna be like honest, because again, this is like a completely different topic. It has nothing to do with this reading, but it came through so strongly. And then I was like asking like your spirit guides, like, how am I going to do this reading? Like, I cannot talk about these two readings. Like, this reading is going to be like 3 hours long if I talk about everything. And then they told me we're going to talk about this in the extended, okay? So yeah, there's going to be like what you need to know about before you meet your true love and your future spouse in the extended. But this can also indicate that you might be super close to meeting your future spouse. I'm not going to lie, because why the urgency from your spirit guides to let you know about that? Does that make sense? So to me, this feels like you might be very close to actually meeting your future spouse, because your spirit guides are coming through with like some type of important information that you need before you meet them, or something like that, okay? So yeah, just to let you guys know, that's what we're going to look at in the extended. Some sexy energy okay, as well as some type of like important information that you need to know before meeting them, okay? All right, pile number 3, here we go. Let's begin your reading, guys, okay? Let me tap into the energy here first. Oh yeah, I actually took notes because I was overwhelmed with the information that came through. Okay, give me a moment, guys. Let me actually show you the cards first so you have something visual, okay? We have the card here, let me in, I won't let you down, feeling independent today. Someone here could really... For some of you guys, you could have a tattoo on your arm, okay? Or for some of you guys, you could have a tattoo on your neck or behind your ear. Yeah, for some of you guys, you really like tattoos, or you have been thinking about getting a tattoo, or maybe you are into guys or girls that have tattoos, just like a random side note, okay? Because this lady also here, she has blue hair. So you could have black blue hair, or you could have been thinking about dyeing your hair black blue or something like that, just for some of you guys, okay? But yeah, this card here says, let me in, I won't let you down, feeling independent today. We have the card here, I will F you so good when we finally get home. It says busy energy and invitations, and they're kind of like in a cloakroom, okay? And then we have the card here, I love you. Okay, and we have the card here, summer. So there could be an energy where there's going to be a lot of attention when it comes to you as a couple in summer, meaning that maybe you're going to announce a lot of stuff in summer. Does it make sense? For example, I feel like you're going to be the couple where there's going to be a summer that is going to be all about you guys, if that makes sense. For example, you get pregnant in summer, so you're announcing your pregnancy in summer, right? So it's kind of like, oh my god, pile number 3, like that couple, like it's their summer because they are having a baby. So maybe there could be like a baby shower that is going to take place in summer, or something about you guys getting engaged in summer, you guys having a wedding in summer, or something like that, okay? There's something about like where there's going to be a lot of eyes on you around summer season. For some of you guys, you might actually meet your true love and your future spouse in summer season. So maybe it's like a summer love story for some of you guys, not for all of you. Or again, this could be like an energy where you're going to be the couple that is going to announce big news around summer season, something about like moving in summer. So if you have like friends, they're going to know like, oh, this summer we're going to help pile number 3 as a couple to move, or this summer we're going to go to pile number 3's baby shower, or pile number 3 gave birth to a baby boy in summer, and it's going to be all about you, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? It's kind of like you're going to be the couple that something big is happening in your life in summer season, okay? And people are going to know about this, so people are going to talk a lot about you as a couple in summer season, if that makes sense, okay? We also have the card here, hard to get. Okay, as well as kiss of fire. Okay, I just want to show you like a few cards because I usually talk a lot and I talk very long, and I want you guys to, I don't know, have something to like visually see. The other cards I probably cannot show. I don't think so. Okay, so okay, let me also show you this one. We have the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Wands here. Okay, so pile number 3, what I'm picking up here, the first thing that I heard with you guys is you're gonna be the comeback couple. Okay, what I mean by that is that I'm picking up a strong energy here that you're gonna be the couple where it's very visible that you guys are healthy for each other. Let me explain. You guys know when you sometimes get into a relationship and it shows outwardly that this relationship is not good for you, possibly because you gain weight, because you are super stressed by your partner, and because you are super stressed, you eat a lot and then you gain weight in a relationship, for example. Or you lose a lot of weight in a relationship because you're stressed out, you cannot eat, you worry about them cheating so you don't eat, or you're sleep deprived because this person is out partying and you feel like they're cheating on you, so you have like dark circles under your eyes. Right? If you are in a bad relationship, it sometimes shows outwardly. Some people are very good at covering it up, that they are in a bad relationship, and other people it shows very outwardly because they either gain weight or lose weight or something like that. You can literally like watch people's life decline or go in a downward spiral as soon as they are in a relationship with someone that is not good for them, okay? With you guys, it's going to be the opposite. There's like the energy where people are going to, it's going to be like there's not going to be a need for you or your future spouse to say this relationship is really good for me, or I think I found the one, or I'm really happy, because it's going to be so visible. Like you're going to be the couple where it shows like outwardly that you found your match, that you found the right person for you. For example, you getting very fit in this relationship, or getting super freaking healthy in this relationship, okay? Or something about, because we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles, so you're going to be the King and the Queen of Pentacles in this relationship, or you're going to be seen as the King and the Queen of Pentacles as a couple, okay? Now the King and Queen of Pentacles energy, if I could describe it, this is like the couple that is either super freaking healthy, okay? Again, it's very visible that you are healthy, maybe because like in that relationship you actually transform, or you actually gain muscle, or you actually I don't know, gain stamina because you go hiking all the time, or you go for walks all the time. Does it make sense where you go for walks all the time, or you're going hiking? You might even be my fitness couple, or you might even become the couple that likes to go to the gym together, hiking together, or something like that, okay? Or taking walks together, that somehow makes you like very fit outwardly, or it's going to be really good for like your stamina, or it's going to be really good for like your skin, because you guys always go to a spa retreat together, and it's going to show in your glowing skin that you always like have a spa retreat or something like that every other weekend, okay? But the King and the Queen of Pentacles are usually people that are very, very healthy, like super freaking healthy, where people like see that you are healthy, okay? It shows like either in your hair, your eyes, it shows in your voice, it shows in like your smile that you are like healthy, okay? But the King and the Queen of Pentacles can also be all about business, okay? These are like my business people, okay? So what I'm trying to say is you're going to be the couple where it's going to be so visible that you are good for each other, because like ever since you are in this relationship, or once you are in a relationship with your true love and your future spouse, it's going to be the opposite of what happens when you are in a relationship with the wrong person. because I'm actually seeing you guys here like manifesting a lot. I'm seeing the energy of like the energy of like either your career skyrocketing or your health skyrocketing. Okay, it's the opposite of like going in a downward spiral. So when you are in a relationship with the wrong person, it's like either your career is declining, right, or your health is declining, and it's visible outwardly. So it's almost as if like it was visible to people in a previous relationship or in a previous friendship. It doesn't even have to be like romantically, but it was very visible that you were in a connection that kind of ruined your life a little bit, or that kind of ruined something for you, okay? That really took a toll either on your career or your health. It was so visible that someone was not good for you. It was so visible that someone is not the one for you. Does that make sense? It was so visible. There's something about like every time you are in a relationship, it's very visible whether or not this person is like the right one for you, or whether or not this person is good for you. Somehow it's like it shows very like, I don't know, your body could respond very, very strongly to being in connections with the wrong people. Or there's something about like your career just declines like fucking crazy if you are in a relationship or in a connection that is not good for you. So it's going to be the opposite with your true love and your future spouse. People will see that you skyrocket, okay, in your career ever since you are in a relationship with your future spouse, or you skyrocket in your health with your health, okay, crushing one health goal after the other, crushing one career goal after the other. People are going to be like, damn, you achieved so much in such a short amount of time. And I feel like it has something to do with your future spouse ever since you are in this relationship. Ever since you are in this relationship, like, damn, like you make things happen. You make big things happen. You make big moves, or like you manifest big things. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? You and your future spouse like being super, like I'm seeing the energy where you and your future spouse, you're going to somehow excel in your career. There's something about like once you are in this relationship, again, there's something about, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? For example, if you go into a relationship, and honestly, I even feel like this is something that actually happened to you in the past, where you were in a relationship and that relationship was so damaging that it actually caused you health issues, okay? Or maybe you gained weight or lost weight, maybe you always had a bad breakout, or ever since you were in a relationship or in a friendship with someone, you started to see that your skin really became very bad, or you started to have a lot more unhealthy habits. Do you guys know what I mean? Kind of like when you were in a relationship. I feel like this is you and your future spouse. You both were either in a relationship or a friendship where once you were in this relationship or this friendship, you either gained weight, lost weight, you stopped doing a lot of things that were very healthy for you. You stopped being disciplined, or you stopped being focused, or you stopped showing up somewhere. Kind of like when you started to neglect your plans, and you started to neglect your health, and you started to I feel like you even started to neglect your career. Okay, for some of you guys, not for all of you. Okay, and then it actually was showing where maybe you had a lot of problems at your workplace because you didn't focus, but you didn't focus because you were in a relationship with someone that was not good for you, and they gave you a headache, you know? So it was very visible that your life was declining in a relationship, okay? It's kind of like a backstory to understand, you know, like your relationship with your true love and your future spouse, because and that's the reason why you're going to be the comeback couple. Hear me out. So I do feel like, again, you either were in a relationship or a friendship where you could literally watch your life decline. For example, if you look back at a relationship that you had, and you look at what happened, like once you were in a relationship with this person, what happened to your career? Once you were in this relationship, what happened to your health? Like you could literally watch your life decline, or you could literally watch like your plans dying, your discipline dying down, your health going down, your career going down, your focus going down, you know? So I do feel like you and your future spouse, you're both going to meet and feel like I need to come back from some type of setback. I was in a relationship that was so bad for me that it actually showed in my finances, that it actually showed in my money, that it actually showed in like how much I actually achieved, you know, or it literally showed in like my health. My hormonal balance was off, like issues with my gut ever since you were in a relationship. Does it make sense? Like you both were in a relationship or a friendship where you could literally watch your life decline and go down the drain. okay, because this relationship was not healthy for you. So maybe you were in a relationship where before people told you, I can see this relationship is not good for you, you lost so much weight, or you're stress eating, or like you're not the person that you used to be, or you used to go to the gym, what happened, like why don't you go anymore, or you used to read so much and you stopped reading, like something about where some type of relationship sucked the life out of you, but also I'm hearing it sucked the health out of you. It could have also sucked your discipline or your focus out of you, is what I'm picking up here. Or something about like it really like was interfering with your goals when it comes to your career, or interfering with your goals when it comes to your health. That's what this feels like to me here, okay? And I feel like you and your future spouse, you're going to meet where you're both going to feel like you need to take your power back. Like, damn, I was in a relationship. Like, you're both going to have this realization around the same time, okay? You might be in this realization right now, and they're in this realization as well, okay? Where you both realize, like, damn, I really allowed another person to control me. I really allowed a relationship to, like, control my daily habits. I really allowed a relationship to fuck up my health, or fuck up my plans, or fuck up my discipline, my focus, or fuck up my manifestations, you know, because I was so focused on like arguing with them, or I allowed this person to influence me to do stuff that I usually wouldn't do, like because of a past partner I started smoking, or I started to eat very unhealthy, you know, something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? And I pick up a strong energy here where people are going to see, once you are in a relationship with your true love and if you're supposed that you come back like nothing ever happened. Something about like you're gonna come back in your career, all of a sudden you make so much money, or all of a sudden you have so much success finding a job or keeping a job, or you have so much success when it comes to attracting opportunities to you, manifesting a third, fourth, fifth source of income. Something about once you are in a relationship with your true love and your future spouse, first of all, you're gonna have your own comeback, right, as an individual. But I'm trying to say is you're gonna be like the couple that it's gonna be visible that you had a comeback, like you had a comeback in your career, or you had a comeback when it comes to your like sexiness, or when it comes to your health, you know, is what I'm picking up here. So people are gonna feel like you're like the comeback couple, or like once you were in this relationship with your true love and your future spouse, like all your strength came back, or all your health came back, or all your focus and discipline came back, or all of a sudden you started to manifest like quickly, you started to achieve your goals super quickly, okay? So again, people are gonna perceive you as like the couple that had a comeback, like you both had a comeback, or you both bounced back from some type of health issues, or you both bounce back from some type of financial issues together. But it is because you're both healthy for each other. So it's going to be like not even an issue where people cannot even question it. The funny thing is people are not even going to be able to question whether or not this relationship is good for you. It's going to be visible how good this man is for you, how good this woman is for you. Does that make sense? People are going to be like, damn, ever since you are in a relationship with, like, let's say Eric, you go to the gym again, or you look so healthy, or ever since you are in a relationship with Eric's, kind of like where they're going to be your lucky charm. It's going to feel like your future spouse is your lucky charm, and you are your future spouse's lucky charm. But again, it's because you're both like healthy for each other. So again, you're going to be like the comeback couple that has like a big comeback from some type of setback, okay? Because maybe people know that you had a setback in your career, or you had a setback in your when it comes to your health, okay? And people also know that about your future spouse, where your future spouse also had a setback in their career, or when it comes to their health, okay? So yeah, you're gonna be like the comeback couple is what I'm picking up here, where you have like a grand finale, or like a grand comeback, or you're both bouncing back like nothing happened, okay? So I feel like you're gonna be like the busy bee couple, okay? Kind of like every time people will like call you, especially in the beginning of your connection, maybe you're going to say a lot like, hey, we're busy, but you're not busy effing. Maybe you're not busy effing, but you're busy kind of like working on your comeback is what I'm picking up. There's something about like, I'm not as healthy as I used to be. I'm not as like, I don't know, like I was a lot more happy in a different job, and I want to get back to this happiness, or I want to get back to like having a job that I really like, you know? There's something about where you're both going to feel like you need to call your power back, okay? So again, I feel like you're going to be seen as a couple that took their power back, and that you finally found a partner that is healthy for you, like you're literally your health, as well as that you're also found a partner that is healthy when it comes to your career. Something about like you thrive and shine in your career, okay, or you thrive and shine when it comes to your health, but in a previous relationship, like everything went down the drain. That's what this feels like to me here, okay? So again, people are probably going to talk about like, damn, ever since part number 3 is in a relationship with Eric, just an example, like her career is really doing great, or like she's really doing great. So it's going to be again so visible that you are healthy for each other. It's like the energy, people cannot even say, I'm not sure if this guy is good for you, I'm not sure if this girl is good for you, because literally your life is going to reflect that this man or this woman is good for you, because everything is blossoming and blooming, everything is growing. All of a sudden everything is growing, okay? Another thing that I'm picking up here also is that, yeah, you're gonna be like the busy couple. So when people like call you, because for some reason, if I look at this 8 of Swords, let me show it to you guys. If I look at this 8 of Swords energy here, I pick up a strong energy where people are like wondering like, I haven't seen part number 3 in a long time. Like something about where you both maybe are going to be in a hiatus. Do you say it like that? Or you're both going to be like in some type of isolation together as a couple, but you're not in an isolation, because that's the funny part, okay? Listen. You know what I'm picking up here? There could possibly be people either in your life or in your future spouse's life that say, yeah, ever since you met part number 3, you don't have time anymore. Like, what's going on? Like, you don't have time for us anymore, or whatever. Like, kind of like feeling that possibly this relationship could not be healthy, but there's a plot twist, okay? Because the thing, like what I'm picking up here is like you and your future spouse, you could be a couple where, again, but I feel like I'm talking about the early stages of your relationship, because I feel like if you have friends and they're gonna know what kind of like couple you are, right? But there's something about where maybe you're not gonna be seen for a couple of weeks, or you're getting invited by friends, by acquaintances, and you don't always show up. You might not show up to every invitation, or you might not show up to every group date or double date that someone is suggesting. So people might talk about like, because I feel like you, can I be honest with you guys, I do feel like you're gonna have like a bigger friend circle, like you and your future spouse, or maybe your future spouse has a bigger friend circle, or maybe you do, or combine the both and you're gonna have like a huge friend circle together, okay? Or something about like you're going to be part of like a community. Maybe for example you both attend courses or classes together, so people know you as a couple, so they're going to wonder like, I haven't seen part number 3 and Eric in a long time. You know, like I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if they're still together. Because to me this feels like with the 8 of Swords, to me this feels like you might be the couple, you might be my couple where you don't post as often on Instagram or on social media. So people sometimes wonder if you guys are still together because you didn't post any pictures together or something like that, or they haven't seen you in a while, or every time they like invite you to a gathering or a cookout or a party or whatever. So every time you are maybe invited, you might not always take an invitation, you know, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of people around you. I don't know why, to be honest with you guys. Again, maybe you have a big friend circle, maybe they do, maybe you both are going to somehow attend a course or a class together. There's something about where I feel like you're going to be known as a couple by a lot of people. And again, I don't really know why. Maybe you are in the public eye, maybe they're in the public eye, maybe your future spouse knows a lot of people, maybe they run a company so they know a lot of people. Because with the King and the Queen of Pentacles, you could be my business couple. Or you could be like my couple where you build a business together, okay? Or you're working on becoming self-employed, or you're working on becoming financially well off, or becoming free, or like becoming financially free, or manifesting wealth, manifesting money together, okay? But yeah, people are gonna be like, yeah, part number 3, like you as a couple, you're kind of like a busy bee couple, or you don't take on every invitation. So they sometimes wonder, I wonder if part number 3 and so are still together. I wonder if Eric is still together with part number 3, because I haven't seen them in a while. Because again, I feel like you're not the kind of couple to post all the time. You might sometimes post, okay? And again, we come back to the same energy, the comeback couple, okay? So hear me out. It's gonna make sense. So I'm picking up the energy where people sometimes wonder, like, I haven't seen part number 3 in a long ass time. Like, are they still together? What are they doing? Some people could even think that maybe you guys are full of yourself, kind of like where, oh, they're probably like in bed effing around, like all they do is fuck. And That's why they don't show up. They neglect their friends, they neglect everybody and stuff like that. This relationship is not as healthy as it seems, because I do feel like some people are going to be like, yeah, you're just pretending to be a healthy couple, but actually behind the scenes, like, there's shit going on that you don't talk about, kind of like where you pretend to be a perfect couple, but there's stuff going on behind the scenes, like some haters stuff going on behind the scenes. But the funny thing is, what you both are doing behind the scenes is kind of like really working on your discipline and focus. Kind of like, no, I'm disciplined, I'm focused, I'm like, I have a mission to become super healthy, or I have a mission to manifest this amount of money, or I have a mission to like build a business. Like, I'm building a business behind the scenes, like where you both might even individually build a business together, but you're both meeting, kind of like you both go to the coffee shop, you have your laptop, they have their laptop, and you come up with a mind map. Maybe again individually, where they are working on something and you are working on something, but you're both going to a coffee shop to like work on something together, and maybe like ask like, hey, what do you think about this mind map? What do you think about this mind map? Should I change something? What do you think about like this marketing strategy? Like, do you think this is gonna go great or whatever? Something about where you're both going to be behind the scenes. And again, it's kind of like you're not showing outwardly what you're doing behind the scenes, so people are speculating a lot. Like, you're gonna be the couple where people speculate where the heck you are and what the heck you are doing, because you're not posting as often as maybe other people, or you might not be posting daily, if that makes sense. There might be like 1 or 2 weeks where you don't post anything. You could even be my couple where you both even challenge each other to do a social media detox, or you sometimes do a social media detox together. And that's what people are like wondering, they didn't post, are they still together, did they break up or whatever? Okay, again, we're gonna talk about this in like a little bit later, why people are so invested. Okay, but people are gonna feel like, I wonder what Pound Number 3 and their future spouse is doing. Like, I haven't seen them in a while, they're not posting as much or something like that. But what you are doing behind the scenes is like having a comeback. Like, you're both plotting to have a comeback, or you're both coming up with a game plan to have a comeback, okay, is what I'm picking up. Is something about like manifesting an apartment, manifesting a car. Like, you're gonna manifest a lot behind the scenes. In the time where you are manifesting a lot behind the scenes by being disciplined, by being focused, or being strict with yourself, is when people speculate whether or not you still are in a relationship. So the funny thing is, people are like, I haven't seen them post anything, Pound Number 3 and like, you know, Eric, whatever, Sam, okay, whatever your future spouse's name is. Okay, and then when you do show up to a cookout or a gathering or whatever, people are like, damn, you know, like, I thought you guys are not together anymore because you didn't post anything, or I didn't see anything from you guys. Or you come back with a new car, or you come back looking super snatched, like you lost weight, you gained weight, you gained muscle, or I don't know, like your hair is super long because you grew your hair the last 6 months or whatever. Do you know what I mean? There's something about like every time people see you, you got better. Every time people see you, you improved. Like, you are thriving and shining. Or every time people see you are working something bigger and bigger and bigger, or you accomplished something. Like, every time people talk to you, you just come out of you accomplishing something, like a 30-day challenge, or I was going to the gym every day for 3 months straight, just an example, okay? Or I was working on my garden. I was working on like growing tomatoes and bell peppers, okay? And people are like, so that's what you were doing? It's kind of like where people assume one thing about what you guys are doing behind the scenes, and they assume the worst. They assume that you guys are not together anymore, that you are fighting, and that's why you are not posting anything. But you're actually like growing. You're actually growing something behind the scenes. You're either like manifesting like fucking crazy, or you're getting super freaking healthy, like going to yoga together, or going to the gym together, and like getting shredded, getting lean, getting fit or whatever, okay? Or something along the sense, or like working on your skin, your skincare routine. There's something going on with like every time people do see you as a couple, you leveled up. You leveled up, you elevated, you manifested the next thing and the next thing. You're also gonna be my couple that is manifesting a lot. People are gonna feel like, damn, you achieve one goal after the other. What is your secret? Or something about like, again, kind of like where you're both like a perfect team when it comes to achieving goals. Like, you're both very goal driven. You're gonna be the couple that is super goal driven, and that's why you're not always at every cookout, or you're not always at every party, or you don't take on every invitation, okay, to be honest with you guys. And yeah, that's why you're gonna be like the busy bee couple, okay? So every time people assume you broke up, you're literally manifesting something crazy, something big. You're literally like, I don't know, making a lot of money together so that you can like go to the Bahamas or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like every time people then see you, it's kind of like, I'm hearing sometimes you gotta pop out and show ninja. So sometimes like you're like hiding as a couple and then boom, you come out and then you show yourself and then you're like, yeah, we're still here, we're still together, still shining, still thriving. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like sometimes you pop out and you show like, especially the haters. Because another thing that I'm also picking up here, if you didn't know or if you're not familiar with tarot, the 8 of Wands talks about something moving fast, like rapid movement or something moving really quickly. Another thing that I'm also picking up here is you're gonna be my couple where people think that it's not gonna work out. Okay, people are gonna like predict that it's not gonna work out with you guys. Listen, let's talk about why, okay? I'm just, you know, like making sure that I talk about everything that I wrote down, which again, I also feel like this is like tying into your reading. You could be my couple that is very organized and very structured, kind of like where you both have like, you're both excellent at time management or something like that, or again, something about where you're both going to work like a team and you're going to be like super organized, or like you're going to have like a game plan. There's something about you're going to have a game plan, or you're going to plot something behind the scenes to like manifest something big, but people don't know about it. It's kind of like a secret mission where you're going to be the couple that is on a secret mission. Well, people think you are breaking up, or it's not going great between the two of you. That's why you're not posting anything. Like people think, oh, you know, why are they not posting pictures at them being at a restaurant? But you guys are like maybe at the gym, like really like being super disciplined, or maybe you guys are looking for an apartment, like apartment hunting, or maybe you guys are like visualizing together, doing vision boards together, like trying to manifest together. And that's why you're not posting stuff about you guys being at the cinema, or stuff about you guys like what you do for Valentine's Day or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up. So you're kind of like the couple that surprises people, because again, coming back to how they don't believe that it's going to work out with you guys. Listen, I pick up a strong energy here. You're going to be my couple where you're going to tell each other I love you very fast. People are going to be like, you're crazy. You don't even know this person. Like, how can you say you love him or her and you don't know them? Like, how? And that's why people are going to assume that it's not going to work out, because they're going to feel like you move too fast. Like something is moving too fast. Like maybe you're just trying to run away from something. Maybe your future spouse is just trying to run away from something. And that's why you guys are like together. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where people think the reason why you're moving so fast is because you're running from something, or you're scared to be alone, or I don't know, you are a rebound, or you're looking for a rebound. That's what people are going to think. Again, I'm telling you, you as a couple, you're going to have a hater or a couple of haters. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Okay, we're also going to talk about why people are hating. Okay, but yeah, people are going to feel like it's not gonna work out with you guys, because if you tell people, like, people are gonna feel like you're moving too fast as a couple. Like you move too fast, like you told each other I love you way too fast, or I don't know, you're spending so much time way too fast, or you might be traveling way too fast. There's something about where people are really think this is not going to work out, or people are going to think, yeah, this is going to be a short-lived situation, or this is going to be a short-lived relationship. Okay, something about where people feel like it's a red flag that you guys move that fast, or it's a red flag that you guys told each other I love you like super fast. Like there's something bigger behind it. Someone is looking for a rebound, someone is scared to be single, and that's why you told each other I love you after 2 weeks or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like where people are gonna feel like, or maybe you talk about like I feel like it was love at first sight, or maybe if it's just is gonna say that, like they're gonna say or tell their friends I feel like this was love at first sight, but people are like, nah, you are just running away from something, you're just in love with her ass or whatever, you're just in love with her curves. Like it's not love, it's just lust. Yeah, people are gonna perceive or think that between the two of you it's just lust, it's not love. Okay, because again you guys are moving too fast. Like you cannot fall in love with someone that quickly. For others of you, people could be thinking that you're not gonna make it as a couple, but because maybe it's like a long distance relationship, or because you're both very busy people or something like that. I don't know why. Okay, something about like I don't know. People are gonna feel like, or maybe they're gonna think like I could never be with a person that is that busy. But the funny thing is, you're both going to be busy together. Does that make sense? So you're both going to be like, hey babe, I'm busy, but they're going to be next to you, or you're going to run errands together. Like you're both busy on that day, but you're going to be both busy running errands together. So okay, you go here and I go here, I'm going to run my errands, and then we're going to meet in the middle after we're done. But other people are going to feel like, nah, I could never be with a girl or with a guy that is that busy, or I could never be with a girl or with a guy that is that strict. I need some adventure, I need some spontaneity. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. But with you guys, it's kind of like you're both gonna seek order and structure. Maybe you have felt like your life already was adventurous, or you already kind of like where you know the beauty but also the dark side of not having order or structure. Does it make sense? It's kind of like, I love my freedom, but I also know that freedom can sometimes, if it's too much, feel like I'm just lost in the sauce. Like I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like I have no direction because I don't have a plan, or I don't have a routine. So you're both really gonna enjoy as a couple to have a routine. It's gonna make you feel like you're grounded. It's gonna make you feel like, it might even help you with anxiety, you know, like where you feel like we have a routine every weekend or every 2 weeks, and it's actually helping us to like stay focused or feel grounded or feel connected and not be so up in the air. You could both be air signs where you really need to do things that ground you because your mind is all up in the air, right? Or again, maybe you are an air sign, they could be an earth sign, so they're going to ground you, or you could be an earth sign and they're an air sign and you're going to ground them, or whatever. Okay, but you're both going to be like, I talked about this in a different reading, so this might ring a bell. I feel like these are all connected, okay? Because in a different reading I talked about you're gonna embrace your Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, like embracing being an earth sign and the beauty of an earth sign, okay? The beauty of like, yeah, being an earth sign, or the beauty of like doing things, growing things, or the beauty of like order and structure. I talked about this on Patreon as well, where I was talking about, it's actually a reading, maybe you guys want to check it out. It's called What Kind of Main Character Are You Becoming? And one pile on Patreon, when it comes to what kind of main character you are becoming in 2025, was all about how pile number 2 was becoming like an office siren, something about the girl with the organizer, or the girl with the weekly planner, or the guy with the weekly planner that has everything under control, or that has their shit together, that has their life together because their time management is top notch. You know, like they achieve a lot in 24 hours because their time management is top notch. There could even be an energy where you and your future spouse, you do have a lot of dreams. Like you might have more dreams than other people, or you might have more goals than other people, or you might have like more missions. Like you might even have more, like a bigger, I wouldn't say a bigger destiny. I feel like maybe you and your future spouse, you are supposed to achieve a lot of different things in this lifetime. Does it make sense? Which also means maybe you have to be a lot more disciplined or focused than other people, because your soul is longing to level up. Like your soul is like a soul that likes to level up, or your soul is a soul that feels like they want to achieve a lot while they are on planet Earth, okay? Or you guys want to build a lot while you are on planet Earth. Maybe you want to build your own house, but you also want to build a garden, but you also want to build, I don't know, your own exhibition, your own gallery, and you want to build a website. Like there's something about where I feel like you and your future spouse, you're both like people that have big dreams, or you both have like a lot of dreams, or like a lot of aspirations, or a lot of like things that you want to achieve. It's almost as if you're destined for more than just one thing. Some people really just have like one huge destiny, right? And then other people feel like they have small destinies that amount to a bigger one, okay? But yeah, so I feel like you're gonna be like the couple that has like their life together, that has their shit together. I'm gonna be honest, like your time management is top notch. Like you achieve so much. Like people are gonna feel like you achieved so much in 6 months. Maybe they don't see you for 6 months, and you achieved so freaking much in those 6 months, where people were assuming that you broke up, but you were actually hustling in the back, or you were actually like isolating so that you can focus and kind of like work hard, play hard, where you isolate yourself to really focus and hone in, and then after that you enjoy yourself. You might be like the kind of couple where sometimes you are there, sometimes you are there to have fun, party, socialize, network with people, have fun with other couples or whatever. Could be going on for a couple of months, and then you kind of like hide again, or you're not hiding, but it's kind of like you're doing other stuff, okay? And yeah, you might be also a little bit secretive when it comes to like, we don't want to pre-announce anything before we actually achieved it, okay? But behind the scenes you're achieving a lot, or behind the scenes you're like crushing one goal after the other, is what I'm picking up here. But another thing that I'm also picking up here is people are gonna send you like invitations. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, okay? You and your future spouse, you're also gonna have a radar for people being shady. If you think you have a good guts instinct when it comes to people being shady, or doing something shady, or saying something under their breath, or making a joke that was not supposed to be a joke, or they pretend it to be a joke but it was actually like someone trying to like bring you down, if you think you have a good intuition with that, your future spouse does as well. You're both very good at clocking snakes, rats, people that make fun of you, or people that try to like come at you or say something under their breath, or somehow try to like break down your confidence by saying something. Like, you're both gonna be the couple that is also consciously declining invitations, okay? Like, I'm picking up the energy where people say like, yeah, do they think they're better than us, or why are they not coming? Like, where you're gonna get, there's something going on with invitations. I don't know what that means, okay? Again, if you don't have a big friend circle, it might be your future spouse, I'm gonna be honest, okay? And I'm picking up the energy here where there's gonna be invitations where you're both gonna feel like, nah, we're not gonna go there, this person is shady, they're just doing that for a good reputation, or they're just pretending that they like us, or whatever, okay? And I feel like you're gonna, yeah, something about where I feel like you're gonna indirectly throw shade at people, but it's kind of like you throw the shade back at the people that threw shade at you, but it's kind of like you're indirectly clapping back at people that talk about you, okay? Or you're gonna have like a bullshit radar for like, I think this person's not good for our relationship, like, I see you, you know, you're gonna feel this way, and your future spouse is gonna feel this way as well. And I feel like it sometimes might even communicate just with like eye contact, okay? Something about, let's say for example, you guys are at a gathering together, okay? And you have a weird feeling about someone. I'm seeing you guys like looking at each other, like giving each other like eye contact, and you are communicating, but you don't say anything out loud. You're just communicating like, did you see what she just did, or did you see what he just said? And your future spouse is like, yeah, I just saw it. Like, but you're just doing it like with like speaking like through the eyes, or like with the body language, like, or I want to go home, like where you do this, like I want to go home, you know, like you have like a secret language is what I'm picking up here, okay? Something about where you have a secret language when it comes to dealing with shady people, or like dealing with like I don't know, people in the crowd or something like that. Again, I don't know why that is. There's something going on with like you're going to have like a secret language when it comes to like, did you just see that? And you're just about like, yeah, I just saw that. Like, do you see what happened over here? And like, yeah, I saw that too. Okay, so there's something about like where you're both gonna like have like a secret language that other people don't understand, but they're gonna watch, like they're gonna know that you guys are communicating with like eyes, like you're talking to each other, and they're gonna wonder like what certain things mean. You could even be my couple that has a lot of insiders that people don't know about, so you might be laughing about something and people don't know what the fuck you're laughing about because you're because like an insider or something like that, okay? But yeah, there's something going on with like people thinking that it's not going to work out with you guys, okay? Again, this could be because it's a long distance relationship, or again, someone is going to say, I could never be with a girl that is that busy, or like I could never be with a girl or with a guy that runs their own business. They don't have time for nothing but their business, you know? But it's actually going to work out with you guys because you're both on the same frequency. Does that make sense? Because you can achieve things but also be in a relationship, but other people don't get that concept. They feel like it's either a relationship or you achieve your goals, but you're going to show people as a couple that you can do both if you have a good time management, or if you are well balanced, you know? Be an energy where in general, I would say you might be my couple where people don't believe in your relationship, or they don't believe that it's going to work out, but it's going to be the one that lasts the longest, or that lasts like forever, if that makes sense. Because we also had the death card came out, which looked like a tombstone. So I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. For a lot of you guys, I feel like your future spouse is gonna be like the one until the end of time, but people are gonna speculate that it's not gonna work out with you guys, is what I'm picking up here. And I also feel like the reason why I pick up so many people is because you might be a couple where you might be in the public eye, or like the neighborhood is going to talk about you, or the town is going to talk about you. I don't know why, okay, but there could be an energy where for some reason a lot of people will know you. Like, I feel like you're going to be the it couple. To be honest with you guys, I feel like you and your future spouse, you're going to be the it couple, because the it couple is usually the couple that a lot of people talk about. Like, why are people so invested in your relationship? Do you know what I mean? Like, why are so many people talking about your relationship? So I feel like you are my it couple, is what I'm picking up here, or you're someone, my couple that is in the public eye. And when I say public eye, again, it doesn't have to be like literally on TV. That's probably not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is there could be a big friend circle around you. There could be a big friend circle around your future spouse. There could be something going on with like you both attending a course or a class. So it's kind of like the energy where there's a lot of people around you. I don't know why, for what reason, but there's a lot of people around you, and you are going to be like the it couple where people do talk a lot about you, almost as if people feel like you're pretending to be a perfect couple or whatever, or you're pretending to have it all together, but it's not true. But in actuality, you really have it all together, and it's not about you being perfect, but it's about you, like I feel like your spirit guides or the universe chose you to be a couple to set an example. Okay, so I feel like this is all supposed to be this way. You're the couple that is supposed to set an example what a healthy relationship looks like, if that makes sense. But it's gonna trigger certain people, or it's gonna make a lot of people speculate, or a lot of people are gonna talk about you as a couple, okay, is what I'm picking up here when they do see you. Because again, I feel like you sometimes do pop out, and people see like the transformation that you went through, or the how much you have accomplished, okay? Because I feel like you're my kind of couple where people feel like you are a perfect team, like, because I see you guys giving each other like a high five, like you and your future spouse, you're like, yeah, baby, we did it, you know, and you give each other like a high five, like, yeah, we did it together, you know. You're not only gonna be lovers, you're also gonna be partners in crime, or you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm picking up something about you guys giving each other like a high five, like, yeah, baby, we did it, yeah, Mary, we did it, yeah, you know. Something like that, okay? Yeah, something about like you're gonna be my couple that achieves a lot, and you're like the perfect team. Like, you're so good as a team to achieve so much. Like, people are gonna feel like you are like a power couple, in the sense of like you achieve so much together. Like, yeah, they're gonna feel like the perfect team to achieve a lot of things, or to achieve a lot in a short amount of time, is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or to achieve the impossible, or something about like you're like perfect for each other to achieve big goals, is what I'm picking up here, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. You're going to be the couple that people feel like that there's a perfect teamwork between the two of you, or your strength is your future spouse's weakness, and your weakness is your future spouse's strength. Okay, so yeah, there could even be, yeah, there's like the energy of like you might be setting an example for people to choose the right partner if they want to achieve certain things in life, because if you choose the wrong partner, they can really hinder your progress. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. You're going to be like set an example for people that have big dreams and big goals, but they might choose the wrong partner that is holding them back from achieving a lot. And you might show that to people. You might make people aware of that feeling and that energy, like, hey, maybe I'm in the wrong relationship if my partner's holding me back from achieving all of my dreams, you know, and that I can be in a relationship. I don't have to sacrifice my love life for achieving something, and I also don't have to sacrifice my goals for being in having a love life. Like, you can have both. Yeah, you're going to be the couple where you're showing people that you can have both, is what I'm picking up here, a career and a love life, or you can have both, like
a career, but also be a mother or a dad, but also have some type of career, or you can have a relationship but also have like hobbies that you love and that you enjoy, and you don't have to sacrifice. Yeah, there's something going on with like your relationship is going to be an example for you don't always have to sacrifice like your happiness and your joy just to have a love life, or you also don't always have to sacrifice your career to have a love life. You can actually, like, if you choose the right partner, you can achieve, like, you can climb mountains. That's what I'm hearing. If you choose the right partner, you can climb mountains. That's how people will view you as a couple, okay?
That's what I'm picking up here too. But people could say, like, I could never be with a guy that is that busy. I could never be with a girl that runs her own business because she's not gonna have time for you. Or do you know what I mean? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. But again, it's kind of like you make it work. So people are like, oh, I'm surprised that it actually worked out, because, you know, like, I would be pissed. I would be pissed if I didn't see my future spouse for 2 days or whatever. And you're like, no, why would I be pissed? You know, like, I know he's working on something, and that it also gives me time to work on something, and then we meet. And then once we achieve our goals, we can still spend so much time with each other. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here. That could be the reason why people are gonna think it's not gonna work out with you guys. Again, for other stuff here, I feel like the reason why people are gonna think it's not gonna work out with you guys is because you're gonna fall in love with each other very, very quickly, almost to the point where people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know her? Do you know her last name? How the hell are you in love with her? How the hell are you in love with him? Do you even know, like, his favorite color? Okay, but yeah, there's something about you're gonna move fast, or you're gonna tell each other I love you very fast, or you might even have sex on the first date, and people are like, this is never gonna work. Sex on the first date, not gonna work. Or you meet your future spouse on Tinder. You will never find your future spouse on Tinder. Like, there's only F-boys on there. Or you meet your future spouse in a club. The guys that you meet at a club, it's never gonna work. Like, someone is gonna say that to you, or someone is gonna say that to your future spouse. Like, this is never gonna work. So you're gonna be the couple that is gonna last, even though people didn't think it would last, or people think it would be short-lived. Okay, that's what this feels like to me here. You're gonna prove people wrong. I'm telling you, you're kind of like the comeback couple, the proving people wrong kind of couple. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. So yeah, I also feel like you're gonna be my couple where you and your future spouse, let me tell you, you could have also been my pal in the last pick a card reading. I think the pick a card reading was called, and if you didn't watch these pick a card readings, maybe you want to watch them because they're connected to this future spouse reading if you're new here, okay? You could have also been my pile in the last pick a card reading called What is Going On Around You? No. Was it this one? What's going on around you that you are not seeing? I was talking about your throat chakra, your 5th chakra, right? Like your throat chakra, something about like where I talked about how your throat chakra is healing. Or now coming back to the energy where some people are gonna feel like you're throwing shade even though you're not. Okay, I feel like people are gonna feel like you are a couple that is throwing shade at them, but it's kind of like, because I feel like you and your future spouse, you might actually talk very openly about what you think is the reason why relationships don't work out. And you're not doing this from a perspective of like, oh, look at our relationship, relationship is amazing or whatever. But you might notice like behavior in men or in women, kind of like where maybe you see other people doing something that you used to do, and you felt like you really were self-sabotaging a connection, or you really like put yourself like in a situation that was not good. I feel like you and your future spouse, you could openly talk about like toxic energy. Like, you're both gonna talk about like that's a way of like being a toxic masculine, or that's toxic masculinity that has nothing to do with masculinity. You know, you're just threatened by her feminine energy. For example, if your future spouse is gonna talk like that, listen. And you might be the same, kind of like where you might be talking about like just because you follow or a man's advice doesn't mean that you are dependent on them. You know, it just means that you trust this person enough to lead you into the right direction. Because maybe some people talk about like, oh, I'm never going to trust a man's advice, or like all men are trash. And you might even be talking about this kind of like where it's a toxic thing to say like all men are trash. This is not about us like fighting as men and women. It's about us being like a team. So you might actually talk very openly about like why you think relationships don't work out, or why you think someone maybe is not manifesting a partner, or why you think like someone is like coming off the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? Like you might be talking about toxic stuff that women do that you also used to do, and your future spouse might talk about toxic stuff that men do that they also used to do. That could be the reason why relationships don't work out, or marriages don't work out, or something like that. But people are gonna feel like, oh, so you are in a perfect relationship and that's why you talk like that? Oh really, your relationship is perfect or what? Okay, so people are gonna feel like you're like you're the wannabe perfect couple. I'm gonna be honest, which is not true. You just are very open with like shadow work. Like you might be talking about like, I really had to do shadow work before I got into this relationship because I did this and I did that, and people could feel like threatened, or people could feel like attacked by you talking about this. Like, oh, so you want to say I'm not a high value woman, even though you didn't even say that. You just talked about like, man, I really did some fucked up stuff in the past, you know. But people are gonna feel like, oh, so you think you are like better than me, or you think your relationship is gonna last until the end of time or whatever. Like watch and see. Something weird like that is what I'm picking up. So you could be like my couple that is calling out bullshit, and people, you could be bursting people's bubble, but it is because you're honest and truthful. It's because your throat chakra is activated and you want to be honest and you want to be truthful. So if you see some bullshit, you're going to call it out. So you're going to be my couple that is calling out bullshit. Okay, so certain people are going to love you. Certain people even want to come to you for advice. They might even want to come to you for relationship advice. So you could be my couple that gives other couples relationship advice, or you could be my couple that gives other people dating advice. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, and then other people are gonna be like they don't want to have nothing to do with you because they feel like I don't know. Yeah, you could be like talking about like uncomfortable conversations. Like nobody wants to talk about that at a gathering. Like nobody wants to talk about it. Let's turn up, let's party, you know. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, so you might even notice that certain people don't invite you, but it is because they know that you talk about like serious stuff. You talk about shadow work, you talk about the bullshit that is going on planet Earth, and they don't want to talk about all of that. They want to have a good time and they want to turn up. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here too. So you could also be like the calling out bullshit kind of couple, or like being very blunt and very honest to the point where you might actually hurt people's feelings sometimes. But some people are going to know that you don't come from a bad place, and other people are going to feel like, oh, so you think you are like a high value man, you are a high value woman, huh? You know, they're going to be like, you know, they're going to be triggered. You could be my couple that does trigger quite a few people, is what I'm picking up here with your connection, or you talking about your connection, or you're talking about like how you are working on yourself, or how you feel like you fucked up, or what you feel like is fucked up, or something like that in the world. Or again, why relationships don't work out, or what causes men and women to fight all the time, you know, what causes men and women to not see eye to eye all the time. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. You could also be my couple that is gonna host things together, is what I'm picking up here too, because we have the host here. Like literally the card the host came out. Where is it? Right here. Okay. So you're gonna be my couple that is gonna host something. You might actually host something every summer, is what I'm picking up here. Because we talked about how maybe you're going to be the couple that is going to be in the spotlight around summer season, right? So there's something about you hosting something, or you hosting events. You might do that like maybe very late in your relationship, like a couple of years already into your relationship. You might be hosting things like, I don't know what that would be. You might be hosting summer parties, or like you might be hosting birthday parties or something like that. There could be an energy where people do gather at your place because you're hosting like events or something like that. So you're going to be the couple that was hosting an event, or that is maybe hosting an event every summer or something like that. Or yeah, you're going to be the couple that has like a full house, like where there's a lot of people at your place, but you're very selective with the people that you allow into your home. Okay, is what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. For some of you guys, now let's tap into like the sexy energy here, okay, a little bit. So some of you guys, you could also be my couple where, again, there's something about where people look at you and you're sitting there and then they look away for 5 minutes, and then you're no longer there as a couple, like when you are at gatherings or whatever. You could also be my couple where you're sometimes like you're sometimes hiding in the toilet, or you're sometimes hiding like in the restroom or in the bathroom, but you're doing something there. Okay, so you would be my couple that is finding like a quiet place, or finding like, I don't know, like going into the restroom to do a little something something, okay, or to like, I don't know, make out or whatever. Or you might be going into the bathroom like, hey, I need to go pee, and then your future spouse is like, yeah, I'm gonna come with you, and then you're gonna talk about like, who the fuck does she think she is? What the fuck was that comment? Like, what the fuck? That was so unnecessary. You know, something like that is what I'm picking up here as well. So you might even give each other like sometimes like a stare, like, oh god, I want to go home. Because maybe sometimes you guys feel like you don't want to shake the table, because you could be honest and say something, right? But you maybe sometimes are trying to hold back and not cause a fight or not cause an argument, because I feel like you're going to be selective with like, okay, today we're going to be like saying whatever, or like and other times you're gonna feel like, yeah, I'm not even gonna start the conversation, I'm not even gonna start saying something because I don't want to shake the table. That's what I'm picking up here too, okay? Where you're gonna be selective when it comes to like when you're gonna show. Yeah, see, you're gonna be selective with like showing out or showing off, when you want to show off, when you want to kind of like talk about something, and when you don't want to talk about something, when you feel like, nah, I don't want to deal with any like arguments today, or I don't feel like proving my point today. I'm just gonna let these people speak. I don't really know what that means, okay? But there's something going on with like you're gonna be my couple that triggers quite a few people, but it is because you're saying out loud what people want to hide, what people don't want to look at, what people are like hiding from themselves. Okay, you're both like very honest people with yourself, but also with the world. So yeah, sometimes the truth stings, right? And people are gonna feel like, nah, I don't want to be around pie number 3, and they're her boyfriend or her girlfriend. Like they I don't know, like they make me think too much. I don't want to think. I want to party. I want to have fun, you know. I want to talk about sex. I want to talk about money, you know. Like there's nothing wrong with it, but yeah, that's what I'm picking up here too, okay? Now, when it comes to how people perceive you, again, we're going to transition a little bit already into the sexy energy, okay? You're definitely going to be my couple where people are going to talk about you. I'm telling you, it says spilling the tea, and then it says they tell their friends about their sex life with you, or they want to know more about your past sexual experiences. So you could be my couple that, again, is even openly talking about like, so I feel like people are gonna be like invested in your relationship. I don't really know why. Maybe because it seems to be perfect from the outside. So they want to find out or dig dirt. Like want to dig for dirt. They want to dig for dirt. They want to dig for a crack. They want to dig for like a crack where things are not perfect. Even though it's so funny because you're gonna talk about like, oh, I just had a fight with Eric. You know, you're even gonna talk about how you had a fight. So people are gonna know. When you have a fight, you're going to talk about this. This could be another thing. People are going to be like, yeah, they're going to break up. They just had a fight. But the funny thing is, you're going to be my couple where you're going to start to, every time you have a fight, you love each other more and more. Why? Because you're going to fall in love with the other person, how they do shadow work. Let's say, for example, you guys have a fight, okay? And you wanted to prove a point, your future spouse wanted to prove a point, right? And usually sometimes that's the moment where relationships break because both people have an ego. You're both gonna surrender your ego. You're both gonna be like, okay, let me do a little bit of shadow work. Let me like reassess. Let me look into the mirror and figure out, am I really in the right here? Or do I need to apologize? So there's a strong emphasis on like every time you guys are fighting, after you guys fought, you fall in love with each other more because you're gonna fall in love with your future spouse and how he's taking accountability. Like he's probably gonna say like, hey babe, you know, like I feel like I was in my toxic masculine energy that day. I felt like, I don't know, I felt like beaten down at work, and then I felt like I needed to prove a point and I needed to feel like powerful, and I feel like I let it out on you. And you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're gonna fall in love with your future spouse because he's so honest about like him being vulnerable, or him feeling weak, or him feeling powerless, and that's the reason why he said something, that's the reason why he did something. And then maybe he's going to talk about, okay, the next time the situation happens, I'm going to tell you, hey baby, I need a moment, give me a moment. And when I say give me a moment, please give me a moment so I can like regulate my emotions. And you're gonna fall in love with your future spouse in that moment, where they like show you how they're willing to do shadow work, how they're willing to face their shadow in order to be with you, you know. So the funny thing is, every time you guys have a fight, you're gonna love on each other even more. So people are gonna think, oh, they had a fight, you know. They're gonna think they had a fight, or it's not gonna work out because they had a fight or whatever. But it's actually you guys doing shadow work together. Does that make sense? And you're gonna fall in love with him, and him like being honest, and like, I don't know, like maybe even like showing tears. And he's gonna fall in love with you as well, where you're gonna be like, you know what, it's kind of, you know what I'm being brought to? I see a situation where both people say sorry at the same time. You guys know when someone is stubborn and one person doesn't want to say sorry, and then there's like a lot of tension in the air. And then with you guys, it's going to be like you're both going to say sorry at the same time. And then your future spouse is like, what are you saying sorry for? You were not in the wrong. And you're like, I knew I was not in the wrong, but you admitting that, like, damn. Do you know what I mean? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. It's like every time you guys are fighting, after that you fall in love with each other even more, because you fall in love with him and he falls in love with you. How you work on yourself, how you work on your shadow, how you are kind of like surrendering your ego, how you talk about like, man, my ego was really active on that day, like I don't know what was going on, but my pride was in the forefront, and like I need to control it more. And it's like, damn, you know, you just said that out loud, and it's like you're gonna fall in love with each other like so much in that process of like resolving a fight. But other people are going to be like, yeah, see, they're fighting. See, they're fighting. They're going to break up soon. I don't know what the fuck that means, okay? There's going to be someone who's going to believe you guys are going to break up, or they're going to wish that you're going to break up, okay? I'm going to talk about this on Patreon in a moment, or like when we transition into the extended. But I also feel like you're going to be my couple that is kissing a lot, okay? So you're going to be my couple that is going to say I love you very, very fast, okay? And you're going to be my couple that is kissing a lot, okay? Where people see you. You guys know certain couples, they cuddle a lot, or certain couples, like, they grab each other's ass in public, or certain couples, like, they hold hands all the time, or certain couples, they call each other babe, baby, pookie, you know, like honey, sweetie, you know, all the time. But you're gonna be my couple that is kissing a lot, okay? People are gonna see like you kissing all the time, or you might kiss each other like, yeah, I'm going to the toilet, and then you give him a kiss, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a drink, and then he gives you a kiss. So you're kissing each other like all the time. Is what I'm picking up here too, okay? Something about it. You're gonna be my couple that is like kissing each other all the time. Whenever you guys are somewhere, or people could, can I also be honest with you guys, people could also feel like the way you kiss is very hot, like something about where it's gonna be visible how much you like want each other, and how much your relationship is not over whatsoever when you kiss. Like people, even people that think this relationship is gonna be over soon, they're gonna look at the way that you kiss and they're gonna be like, nah, this is not over. I don't think they're gonna break up anytime soon, because you're gonna kiss like your kiss is gonna be so passionate and so like fiery. Like people are gonna be like, damn, you know, just looking at you like, what a kiss. Like you both want each other, like you both want each other, you're both satisfied with each other. It's gonna show in like the way that you kiss in public is what I'm picking up here, okay? Something like that. Or you could be my couple that is saying out I love you very often in front of other people, okay? You know how certain people, they don't talk like that in public? They talk like that like on the phone or something like that. You're gonna be my couple that says I love you a lot, or where people are gonna hear you say I love you to each other maybe quite often is what I'm picking up here, okay? Something like that. It's like every time you feel like you want to say I love you, you actually say it, because your throat chakra is going to be super active. You and your future spouse, you both healed your throat chakra, or you're both going to heal your throat chakra in this connection, okay? Is what I'm picking up here. Let's get one more card before we go into the extended, okay, guys? Yeah, you could also be my couple. You could also be my couple where you have sex everywhere, like you guys don't mind, like wherever you are, if you want each other in that moment, you want each other in that moment, okay? Because look at that energy here. I'm actually being brought to the song living room floor. Okay, so you could be my couple that is gonna tell their friends or whatever, like how hot the sex was because you did it on the floor or in a closet. I'm telling you, something about where you're gonna do it like in a hidden space is what I'm picking up here. Okay, something like that. I feel like you're gonna really enjoy doing it on the floor or on a carpet or something about like a hidden place. Okay, in a closet or something like that. Okay, yeah, you're gonna be my couple that is doing, whenever you want to do it, you do it. But I also pick up because this card right here says, I'll F you so good when we finally get home. So you could also be my kind of couple that is I-Fing each other. Like you're gonna I-F-U-C-K each other in public, okay? Especially like, for example, yeah, you're gonna be I-Fing each other is what I'm picking up here. Okay, people are gonna see that you're I-Fing each other, or that you crave each other. It's gonna be so visible, okay, for other people. And then you guys are gonna be like gone and people are like, yeah, I think they're somewhere like doing something. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here too. Yeah, for others of you, you could also be my couple that is making out a lot in a cloakroom, like I don't know, something like that, or like you've just about taking off your coat and like, I don't know, people could be like noticing that, something about like where you guys are like putting on the jacket or taking off the jacket, and like maybe you kiss each other a lot in that moment or whatever, or it's like a moment where people see how much you love each other. I don't know why. Okay, I'm also hearing you're gonna be my couple where you're both making love to each other's back. Yeah, there's something going on with like you making love to each other's back. What do I mean by that? For example, like you guys are somewhere and you're like massaging your future spouse's back. You could both be super fucking attracted. You could both be like, you could both find each other's back sexy, like where your future spouse is gonna find your back sexy and you're gonna find your future spouse's back sexy. So there's something about like you massaging your future spouse's back, or for example, if your future spouse gives you a kiss, he usually gives you a kiss on your back, like something about like on your shoulder or on your back. You might even be somebody that likes to show off her back. Okay, and if you're supposed to like kissing your back or like stroking your back, there's something about where you're gonna make love to each other's back is what I'm picking up here, okay? Like in public, somehow, some way, by someone kissing the other person's back or like someone massaging the other person's back in public is what I'm picking up here too. Okay, like you cannot get enough of each other's back. Like I feel like you're both gonna be like attracted to each other's like literally back. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Let's see. Yeah, I also feel like you could even be my couple where your sex life is gonna be really, really good. People are gonna know that like you have really good sex. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. People are gonna know like as a couple you have really good sex, but that could also be the reason why people are gonna think it's more lust than love, because maybe your relationship is gonna be super sexual in the beginning, okay, or like I don't know. And then you're both gonna be like, nah, we're not gonna lose our focus. Like I want to be disciplined, you want to be disciplined, I want to achieve something, you want to achieve something. We need to stay focused, you know. That's what I'm picking up here too. We need to get a grip. Okay, let's see, what kind of couple will pile number 3 be with their true love and their future spouse? Yeah, see, it says my love for you makes me act foolish, sorry baby. See, I told you. Okay, I told you. Kind of couple, you could even teach other people how to apologize. Like there could be a situation where you're both going to talk about how you maybe almost broke up and what saved your relationship, and you're going to teach that other people. So again, you could be literally my couple where people are going to come to you for relationship advice, like how do I get her back, how do I get him back, how do I apologize, like how do I make this person like believe me that I'm really sorry. Like you could both be really, really good at apologizing to each other is what I'm picking up here too. Okay, or something about like the way you apologize to each other is so romantic. Like, people are gonna be like, oh my god, that's the cutest apology ever. You're gonna be my couple that has the cutest apologies ever, is what I'm picking up here. One time you have the cutest apology, and the other time, if you just bust, the way they apologize is super fucking cute. Okay. Again, you're my couple where there's always a plot twist. People think you're fighting and you're gonna break up soon, but you're gonna have the sweetest, most romantic, sexiest apology ever. Does that make sense? Or you're not seen for a couple of weeks and people think, oh, it's not going great between the two of you, but you're actually crushing goals behind the scenes. And that's why you're not being seen. Yeah, that's why the card also came out here. I want to celebrate my success with you, manifestation and party. So yeah, you're gonna be my couple that is like celebrating that you're manifesting a lot. People are gonna feel like you manifest like crazy, like you manifest like this. Like, once you are in this relationship, you're gonna manifest like it's nothing. Okay, you're gonna achieve goals like it's nothing. And people are like, maybe even people are gonna come to you like, how do you manage like a relationship and also being like focused on your goals? Like, how do you do that? And you might talk about this, your future spouse might talk about this, where you're both gonna give advice to people how to manage a relationship, or making sure the relationship is healthy, but also like focusing on yourself and not making the other person feel neglected. Like, how do you do this? Or like something like that is what I'm picking up here, because you're gonna be like a poster child for time management, to be honest with you guys here. Okay, let's get one last card here. What kind of couple will power number they be with their true love and their future spouse? Yeah, it says cleansing your energy together. So you're gonna be cleansing your energy together as a couple. Okay, it says meditation and self-reflection. Now you're going to be self-reflecting together. You might even read out to each other, kind of like if, for example, you journal about something, and your future spouse might also journal about something, and then you read out to each other what you journaled about. Or you might be self-reflecting and they're self-reflecting too, and then you guys are going to talk about like what you were self-reflecting about, like where you think you effed up. Or I'm actually being brought to Big Sean, this one song called The Whole Time. In the beginning of the song, he says, I think where I lag most as an artist is consistency. I haven't had the energy to compete with enemies. That's such an honest moment, right? As an artist, to say like, hey, I think I lack consistency, and that's why I'm not as successful as I am. But there's a lot of people that would never admit that, because they would admit to, I don't know, a fault, like a flaw, you know. That's what I'm being brought to here. Okay, it's almost as if you and your future spouse, you humble each other, but you also give each other confidence. So you're my humble couple, but also like super confident couple, but your confidence comes from your humble moments. Okay, yeah, you're my humble couple, but that is also very confident. But you always like humble each other. Like, maybe sometimes you are in your pride or in your ego, and your future spouse is like humbling you, and sometimes they are in their ego or their pride and you are humbling them. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here very, very strongly, so that you both stay humble and grounded and don't lose your head in like fortune or fame, or that you don't lose your head in like something that you achieve, that you come back to like, hey, I'm still the same person. Just because I manifested my dream car doesn't make me any better. So you might actually like really like humble each other. See, that's what you do as a couple, right? But you might also do this for other people, but you're not coming in, oh, I'm gonna humble this person. You're just gonna have a conversation and people are gonna feel humbled by you. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. And when people surrender to that conversation with you, they're gonna be humble enough to apologize to their baby, and the relationship can continue. Do you see where I'm coming from? So you could be the couple that is the reason why another couple does not break up, because there was potential for them to work things out. They just had to let go of their ego or their pride. That's what I'm picking up here. And you could have like a similar story where there was a breaking point in your connection and you guys didn't break.
So yeah, for some of you guys, you could be literally the reason why a couple doesn't break up, or why a couple maybe even gets married, because maybe they have a breaking point and then they come across you guys and you already overcame that breaking point. Okay, it's kind of like where the universe is testing the relationship and how much you are ready to evolve, or how much you are ready to level up and face your own shadow, if that makes sense, you know. and there could be a couple or two people that really love each other, and it might really be true love, but they are at a breaking point. They might even have a hating asshole that is trying to sabotage the connection, and you're going to clock it. So you might even be the reason, like literally why a relationship works out, or people don't break up, or why something even goes into a marriage, because right before they want to get married, they could be feeling like they want to break up, but maybe there's sabotaging energy in the connection, or they're both like consumed by their pride in that moment, and you're both gonna clock it, like you and your future spouse. Does that make sense? So you could literally be the reason why a relationship continues, or why a marriage continues, or something along those lines. Okay, like people will thank you for that as a couple, or like a particular person. Okay,
I get one more card here, pile number 3 from this deck. So let's see, what kind of couple will pile number 3 be with their true love and their future spouse? We have the Queen of Cups here. Okay. You could be the kind of couple where your future spouse likes to carry you, okay, just like that. Okay, let me show it to you. They're really gonna enjoy like carrying you is what I'm picking up here, or like picking you up and like putting you on the table, or putting you on the counter, or something like that, or like they really like to stand between your legs. Okay, this could also be how people will see your chemistry, where they will notice that your future spouse always is standing between your legs when you guys are somewhere. Okay, or the other way around. For example, like if you are a man watching and your future spouse is a female, maybe she really likes to be picked up by you and like, you know, put on the counter or put on the table, or she always wraps her legs around you when you're standing somewhere, or she's always like grabbing you to stand between her legs, if that makes sense, just like that here. Okay, so we are already transitioning what kind of like sexy couple you will be. Okay, but again, we're gonna tap into it a little bit more on Patreon. Okay guys, okay, but pile number 3, that's what I'm picking up here. That's your reading. Now we're gonna go to the sexy energy. What kind of couple are you like when it comes to sexy energy? Okay, as well as what this like hidden information is that your spirit guides want you to know, or like this important information. Yeah, we're gonna look at what this hidden information is that your spirit guides want you to know about. And it's funny that I just changed the light to like shed light. Your spirit guides want to shed light on something. Your spirit guides want you to be highly aware of something, because again, it could be an energy where you are about to meet your true love and your future spouse. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, there's also something. Actually, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Do you guys know that guy? Let me tell you something. But I feel like it's your spirit guides. Like, I literally hear your ancestors saying, let me tell you something, pile number 3. Let me tell you something. Okay, so we're going to talk about this on Patreon. But I was asking, what is this weird energy that I feel in the air? Okay, because we have the card here. Let me show you the cards. Let me show you. It's getting shady over here, okay? We have the card here, Thief. What the is that? The Thief card. The Thief card came out. And I'm like, what the hell? And then the 5 of Swords usually is also someone like competing, right? And then I was asking, what the hell's going on here? What is that energy? And then we have competition. Then the card competition came out as well. Okay, and I was asking, what is that all about? And the card said, like, pulling some cards, and one card said event manager, and we talked about how you might be hosting an event. Okay, but your future spouse could also be an event manager, which is the reason why they know a lot of people, because they are an event manager, just for some of you guys. Okay, and then the card born in August, or August came out. Okay, so there could be something happening between you and your future spouse in August. Maybe your spirit guides want to talk about something that will take place in August that you need to know about right now. I'm not really sure yet. Or your spirit guides want you to ask your spirit guides what this energy is about. Okay, if you cannot afford to go on Patreon, just talk to your spirit guides. Like, spirit guides, ancestors, what do you want me to know? What's up? What is it about August? Or what is this like important information that I need? Talk to me, okay? If you don't want to join me on Patreon, you don't have to. But there's something going on with August, so I don't know if you're meeting your future spouse in August, or if there's some weird shady energy in the air come August. Or a person born in the month of August could be shady. Okay, or something about like maybe you already met your future spouse in the month of August. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to talk about this on Patreon. Again, we also have other cards here that I cannot show you. When it comes to like what kind of sexy couple you're going to be, we're going to talk about that as well. So yeah, pile number 3, that's all I have for you guys for now. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.